good messages. And we were talking late night yesterday about you, okay? And before that, to the translators, I know it's not easy. I want to thank you behalf of every IR, every person listening to us today. You are our voice, okay? And today, we will go slower. So thank you from my bottom of my heart to you for being our voice and sending you a lot of love. And we have been talking late night, and we are like, I don't know how this idea of this event came about, okay? And I remember at Insta Live, and Chief was saying, Kalai, we are going to do this. And I was like, Chief, really? On the 2nd of January? Who is going to do our stuff? Who's going to work? It's holiday. But I'm so glad and grateful we decided to do this. Seeing your excitement reassured us this was the right decision. So thank you. So today is day 3. You know, if you are beginning the journey with us, you got started end of last year, just started, signed up yesterday. I know people who signed up yesterday after day 1 or this morning. I want to welcome you to the greatest journey of your life. Let me tell you this. I was reading a few weeks back, and this author was saying, sometimes that journey of success, you got to have little luck, meaning you got to be at the right place, right time, with the right people, and the kind of luck has to be on your side that you meet all these people. I think for those who are new today, you are lucky because you get to begin with this event, begin 2024 with Rise Again, and with our chief standing here and going back to the very basics that actually made every leader in this organization today, the basics. So listening from him in 2024, the basics, you are the luckiest people. I think everything is set for you, for your success. So congratulations. Now you just have to make sure that you do the right things. And what is going to be said, like yesterday we spoke about Rule 3, the 150 names, 10%, the 15 presentation, staying to that 8 basic building block, being consistent, day to day, doing what you have to do, that actions which are important, which Bidona was talking about. And let me talk to the ones who have been in the journey for a while. And probably you have gone through some challenges and you want to rise again. And you have given yourself a chance to be here at this event. I hope you found that strength, that magic, that courage to make your 2024 a different journey. For the ones on a momentum, and you crossed 2024 with a momentum because you have a system, organization with a plan. So you are already on a momentum. I hope this event has added more to your momentum. So wherever you are on your journey, this A to B, this line Chief was talking about, I hope you are in a place right now that you are more ready for this year to be your best version, to do your best, and achieve the highest success you could possibly do. And today was a little emotional day for me. My father's 82nd birthday today. We had lunch with him this afternoon. If you are a Malaysian, you probably know he wanted to have this nice banana leaf. So that's what we had this afternoon. But I tell you why. My father is 82. My father is the first generation who was born here. So my grandparents migrated to Malaysia. And my father did not have a formal education. At the age he's supposed to go to school, he stood outside a school and learn how to read and write. And eventually, he became a teacher in the estates, like a village in Malaysia. And his entire goal in his life was to make sure every child is educated. I've seen my father sharpen the pencils at night, pack food in the morning, and I used to ask my father, why do you do this? And he used to tell me, if I don't do this, these kids, the parents are too busy finding money to feed them, and they don't have time for this. And without food and without a sharp pencil, they might not learn how to read and write. They will give up. So that's the father I have. And my father's goal was for me to receive the highest education. The moment I started working, my greatest fear was I would fail him. And have found this family, the V family, the Vehicle QNET, our founders. I'm so grateful that I today proudly can say that my dad is super proud of me, my sister, and we have a brother. And about 12 years ago, when I took my dad and mom to live with us. And many people asked me, are you ready? They're getting older. And I said, I have prepared myself for them, for their retirement, and to take care of them. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because of this family, this vehicle, and the opportunity to earn in QNET. And I remember a couple of years ago, my father met with a bad accident. And I was on a flight coming back from London after an event. And I messaged my sister from the flight and said that, look, pick me up from the airport. We go for a nice Malaysian breakfast. And 20 minutes later, she said, I've taken Dad to the hospital. He broke his legs in few parts, and we're in the hospital. I ran to the hospital from the airport. And of course, sometimes connection, my cousins, my brothers who are doctors, gave me the best doctors. But my brother pulled me aside and said, this is going to cost a lot of money. Without looking at my bank account, I knew I had the money to do whatever I needed to do for my father. And that moment, I went inside and I told the doctor, take care of my father. But I came out and I prayed. And I said, thank you, God, that I found QNET, or QNET found me, but I accepted this journey and I'm in this family. And I tell you today, if not for this family, not the brotherhood, sisterhood I have here, the support, the leadership, and this vehicle and the capacity to earn, my father today at 82 will not be walking, running. And today my father writes, and the newspaper publishes every week this article. To see my father at 82, today it's his birthday, to write, to run in the morning, and I give that 100% to this journey. I'm so grateful, and I pray for each one of you that the world will hear your story. As long as you stay on track and build that mindset and attitude so that you do not quit, okay? So send a lot of love for my father on his 82nd birthday. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about this attitude, what Chief was saying. I went back and reflected, okay? I know it's not easy. I truly understand that. It is easy to say that raise your attitude, raise your mindset. It is easy to say that. But it's not easy. And I tell you a story. We can see where you're connecting from, how many of you connecting, which country, okay? And many of you connected from Nigeria, okay? And I networked in Nigeria some years back. You in Nigeria, you are Nigerians, that's your country, that's your game. But I'm a Malaysian girl, back then much younger, to take a flight, land in Nigeria, from Port Harcourt, Enugu, Abuja, Kaduna, Calabar. It wasn't easy for me. And Lagos was really tough. And there was a time, probably that was one of the time that I really remember in my life, I would have given up in the business. I was ready to give up and come back home. And I was going to the airport in a car, and we met with an accident. And before I knew, we were surrounded by so many people, and they all started fighting. And I was with a downline of mine from Malaysia, and she was getting married 2 months after that. At that moment, I was like, if something happens to us, what do I tell her fiancé, a husband to be, a family? And I don't want to be sent in a box back home. So that was tough for a Malaysian girl. But somehow, we got out of it, and I remember calling Chief. I said, Chief, it's tough. I want to go home. He said, where are you? I said, I'm in Lagos. He said, I'm in Nairobi. Can you take that flight and come to Nairobi? I said, why? He said, just come. So I took that flight, went to Nairobi, and AVP Asha in Kenya was running an event, and the room was full. Hundreds and hundreds of people. I sat there looking depressed and wanting to give up. And Chief came to me and said, why are you so sad? And I was like, Chief, I don't know. And he told me this, even if you have one person next to you who believes in you, that's enough. Because in our business, the game can change any time. For some reason, that day, I just hanged on to that word, that message from Chief. And I took a flight to Uganda, and I told the few people I had, because I had that one person who believed in me, that we are going to change the game. A year from that, we put 2,000 people for an event in Uganda. And that's the reason why today I have a solid business in Africa. So today I want to remind you, the journey can be challenging. The more daring you are, the more challenging it can be. The more you show the plan, sometimes it can be challenging. But I need you to understand that you need to pick up the phone. That's when you need to pick up the phone. That's when you need somebody. That's when you need your system. That's when you need your uplines. That's when you need someone. Okay, so pick up that phone. Call somebody. Because if I didn't call Chief at that moment, like Chief was saying last night, I think we were talking outside, he said, don't build in isolation. If I chose that day in Lagos to go into isolation and not call him, I won't be here today. So I want to remind you, I hope this would give some of you some strength to continue that journey. And last night, Chief spoke about Rule 3. To me, I don't know, I was talking to my leaders last night, and I said, I'm so glad we did this. Because that Rule 3 last night, I don't know what to say, but it just gave us a new energy, brought back so much memories. Because I was in Jakarta when we did that Rule 3 module, Chief did that. And after that, to Africa with the world tour on Rule 3. And my entire growth that took place after that 2007, it's to that Rule 3. And I remembered in Uganda, we were doing an event, our world tour, Rule 3, and Uganda participated. And we didn't even have, what we have today, technology, cloud, sending file over the cloud, nothing, Dropbox, nothing. we needed a thumb drive to beat all the videos. I still remember it was intro video of VP Kuna, VP Dona, and we had to send somebody somewhere to the airport, collect that in the traffic through motorbike, we call it Boda Boda in Uganda, Boda Boda, to make sure that came, and someone stood outside at every corner to make sure the person passed and what time, when the video is going to arrive before VP Kuna and VP Dona was in the hall. And somebody mistaken, thinking that we are carrying something illegal. The police followed us to check, and we were like, this is rule 3. Video, we have a conference, it's very important, this is for our event. But that's what made us who we are, because we just knew every month what we needed to do. That 15 presentation, 10% on your list of names, that 150, we walk around with our list of names, and we forever updating that, collecting name cards. And I remember I used to have these books and books and books, January, February, March, collecting name cards, clipping to that, writing their names, what time I called, when is the next presentation, and we used to flip these books. And last night I was like, wow, it is so easy sometimes, I think, when we are, on a momentum, a lot of things happening, we forget what brought us there. But I remember someone saying this. I don't know who it was. I think it was VP Arun or VP Atli. I don't know. I can't remember. When you stop doing what brought you here to that momentum, you will eventually lose that momentum. So I really hope that each one of us will take this message of Rule 3 to our hearts and make it to a mantra in our organization. And while doing that, it's important to remember, and I remember, and I always been talking about this topic to my leaders, especially last couple of months, what VP Dona was saying yesterday. She said, when you are consistent, it is then that you become reliable for your people. You build that trust. And sometimes I feel we misunderstand this, that thinking that inspiration comes only from when we are successful. Oh, I look at that person, the person has bought that, purchased this, success, the checks. I think inspiration comes from that. Well, let me tell you this. Sometimes I've asked myself this question. When I began this journey, I had nothing. I had nothing. I wasn't even good at speaking. I don't think ever been trained to speak professionally. I learned English while building QNET business, because my first language in Malaysia is my local language. I went to a local university. I remember sending my messages at early days to my sister, who speaks better than me, to check my English before I could publish a post or a message. That's where I began. But what is it that when I started building, when I made that decision, that people always said, I want to follow you. I want to follow you. And I remember the reason why people wanted to follow me, because I was so consistent at my game. You can't beat me on that. And I was always on that pursuit of this success, this journey. I knew what my goals were. I knew what my fight was. I knew that every day, I woke up and I did what I have to do. So I keep telling people, and at the end of the day, your inspiration comes from what you do every day, who you are. Someone who is on that pursuit of that journey is very attractive because they have that vision. When they speak, there is a magic because they know where their next step is, what they're doing. And somehow the activity we do, the presentation we do, gives us that power that we need when we speak to our people. I love presentation. Among the 8 basic building blocks, my favorite is actually the presentation. And the reason why I love presentation is because when I sit in front of someone, I could see their eyes light up when I'm presenting. Like, this is hope, there's future. Maybe my prayers get answered, and I get that excitement. So when you are on that journey, presentation, there's some magic in you. And I think that is so inspirational. That is so attractive. And I think when you do that consistently, you become that person that someone wants to follow you. Because if you're going to wait till you achieve that level of success to inspire someone, I think we all cannot be successful because we all started with almost, many of us, our story is nothing. But we had a lot in us wanting to change who we are and be who we can be. And I think being in QNET, in the V family, you always could look at someone and say, I want to be like that. If that person could do it, I can do it. So I hope you are ready to be that person you are meant to be. You are ready to raise your game. You're ready to be consistent. You're ready to make Rule 3 your mantra for 2024, the consistency, and presentation, your daily message. And every presentation that we do, I think it was our founder that said this in 2005, We Thailand. That was my spark and my decision to be part of this family. He said, or a camp, I don't know, somewhere at that time. He said, every presentation is a gift you give someone. So when you sit in front of someone, that's a gift you are giving. So every presentation is that gift, that impact that you could possibly have on someone. So I hope you're ready to make presentation your message for 2024. You're ready for Rule 3 every month, starting now, January. And to take us to the next level, okay? And for the day 3, and to send us home completely ready for our 2024. And I want to bring back, I think he works harder than all of us, hands down. He works the hardest, okay? He gives more than anyone that I know. And he has always been the same. At any time, I've called him for help. He's picked up the call. And I remember this. Chief, many, many years ago, when I was faced to that corner, am I going to build my organization, start North Star, I'm going to run away? And I was alone, and I was in Crystal Crown. And I called you and said, Chief, I don't know what to do because I'm alone here with my team. And he said, come, I'm in this restaurant. And that day you told me I could lead, I could take charge, and I'm ready. And Chief, thank you for that. And I'm extremely grateful. So guys, on day 3, Chief partners.
We partner Kalai with the coolest kicks, I love it. Under Armour, Adidas, we are rocking it.
Thank you, Chief.
Good morning, my V family all over the world. Welcome to day 3. I don't know whether you are still excited about this rise again, but last night when I reached home and I was so pumped up and I was looking through all the messages, I've never received this many messages from around the world telling me how unbelievable this event is, how unbelievable Donna, Sati, all right, Kalai have been, okay, and the best thing is, so many people felt that this is the best way to start the year, all right, so this will be a tradition of the V. I just spoke to Dave Joel. All right, we will do this every year, which means I cannot be anywhere except Malaysia, Dorothy, on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of January, or the first week of January. Welcome to day 3. All right, and today, a lot of things happening. All right, Kalai spoke to you. I'm going to speak to you. We got 2 unbelievable speakers. All right, and one of them, all right, is none other than one of my mentors, Japadas Bismarck. And then I come back and talk to you a bit more and announce things that are going to blow your mind, including an amazing announcement from QNET to kick off the year with a bang, all right? And yesterday we spoke about Rule 3. And I don't know how you understood it. But let me tell you, it is a necessity. You do not have a choice. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I want you. See, yesterday I was trying to convince you about Rule 3. Today I'm not here to convince you, I'm here to instruct you. All right, the first time on camera I am telling you, shut up and listen to me as your upline. All right, I've been doing this long enough to tell you that Rule 3 is the answer to everything. If you can successfully manage to create the culture of Rule 3 long term in your organization, your retention, your leadership development, your result, your success, everything, okay, will increase exponentially in your organization. Are you guys with me? So Rule 3, Rule 3, Rule 3, Rule 3. It is non-negotiable. And the only way to make it work is not by just talking about it. It's about having that energy, having that follow through, having that complete synergy among your leaders, that you all speak this language, that you all talk about Rule 3, you do it, you duplicate, all right? Remember, you monitor, you recognize on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. You meet somebody in the mall from far away, shout, have you done Rule 3? You understand or not? All right? Make t-shirts, create excitement around this messaging and this culture and this practice of Rule 3, okay? So I hope yesterday was a great day. I spoke about the attitude, the mindset. Everyone spoke about consistency. And today, I want to talk about a lesson that it took me a long time to learn, but finally, Dato Sri Vijay, I think I need this table in front because I'm stretching too back. All right. Finally, Dato Sri Vijay managed to get it through my thick skull or my full cup. And I mentioned Dato Sri Vijay a lot as my mentor, as my upline. And you all know my loyalty and my adoration for him. And it's not just because he's Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan, the founder, and my upline, but there is a deeper, more emotional reason for it. Because I was just talking to some people the other day, some people close to me, all right? And I was telling them, you know, when you look back at your life, you ask yourself, where would you be? Who would you be if you didn't make the choices you made? And always to retain my gratefulness, not only to Dato Sri Vijay, but the company, the industry, the people who started this 150 years ago and those who fought great battles before our time. I look back and I ask myself, what if I did not say yes to Dato Sri Vijay? Where would I be today? This is a process I like to do, especially end of the year. Don't ask me why. And honestly, I don't think I would be alive. Honestly, I think I would have made some very bad choices in my journey that would have led literally to my death, all right, for whatever reason. So when people ask me who is Dato Sri Vijay to me, my answer is very simple. He, all right, he is the man who saved my life. That's how I look at it. Not at that moment, I wasn't drowning, you know, Kalai, he didn't come and save me, all right, and push me aside when a car was speeding. Not that kind of saving my life that you watch on movies. I think he saved my life before anything bad could have happened. You understand? Before something seriously bad could have happened to me, or I could have been lost on this journey, or my own ego would have destroyed me. He came in at that time and he saved my life. You understand? And built me into who I am today. And that's the reason why I will always be eternally grateful and express it openly, all right, of my gratefulness to Dato Sri Vijay. I don't think I'll be here today as who I am. Not about the money, not about the success, but not as who I am if not for the hours, the dedication, the commitment, the unconditional love that he gave me throughout the last 25 years. All right? So I wanted you to know that. Okay, and that's why I call him Anne as an older brother, because I think I have my older brother Kuna and I'm my older brother Sati, and now I have Dato Sri Vijay, because I think that's the role of an older brother. An older brother or older sister, all right, is ultimately the ones who make sure you are on the right track and wishes the best for you and helps you grow and do whatever is necessary to save your life. And I think in network marketing, that role is played by an upline. All right? I know sometimes we bring this business down to numbers, dollars and cents, which is okay. Let's talk about max out. Let's talk about financial freedom. That's what this journey is about. But let's not ignore very much other elements that comes with this business. And I want to just share it with you. Because somebody told me that what if I don't make money? What if I build this network and try my best and I don't make money? All right? I said, don't worry. You'll still be very rich. You understand? And he said, what do you mean? I said, think about it. If you join us on this journey, and even if you were just the last 3 days with us, all right, you have already gained so much knowledge, so much wisdom, all right, from people like Kalai, Sati, Donna, David Sharma, and the 2 other speakers today. Okay? You know more than you have ever known about success, consistency, the industry, economics, your own potential. All right? And let's say for some weird reason you quit tomorrow. All right? You are still better off than the person you were before you joined us. You understand? Because the difference between us as QNET and the V compared to many other network marketing companies, and I respect many of them, their focus is 80% on the technical part, 80% on the industry technical part, I guess. But in our company, we are 80% focused on you, your growth, unleashing your potential, all right? Addressing the truth about your strengths and weaknesses. We are confrontational as an organization. We push you even though you don't want to be pushed, all right? And that's why when people come into QNET, especially the V, your upline, I tell people, even if you don't achieve max out one day, this will still be the best part of your journey of life. If you just empty your cup, listen, apply, do the best you can do, be the best version of yourself, you would have grown. You understand? The relationships that you will build over the next months and years of your journey will eventually become the most important relationships in your life. And that's why I always, at any party, when somebody says give a speech, family gatherings, whatever, I always say, if there's one lesson I've learned in my journey of life, is that statement people make, blood is thicker than water, is false. I believe in many occasions of your life, water can be thicker than blood. And if there's one place it is demonstrated, is in network marketing. That Kalai is not my blood sister, but she's more my sister than most of my immediate family members. All right, Arun, Adli, David are like brothers to me. You understand, like real brothers. Like Kuna and Sati, my real brothers. There's no difference between them with regards to how I look at them. All right, the people around me today has become family, but not the bull sugar family some of us have. All right, that they're not jealous of me. All right, they want the best of me, that we are on the same journey with the same goal, just to raise ourselves and improve the quality of our family. That's the beauty of the we. That's the beauty of our family. So if you have signed up and for some reason you lack consistency, or for some reason after 6 months you decide to quit, which I hope you don't, you still have benefited greatly by being part of this journey. I've learned 90% of what I've learned about life, all right, I've learned in the last 25 years under the mentorship and guidance of Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck, guys. All right, so I want to tell you, you guys are lucky. And I don't usually talk about it on camera, but let me talk about it anyway, because you know me, I don't care. If you believe in God, in any way, I respect all religions, okay? And whether you believe in the sun, the moon, a rock outside your house, doesn't matter. As long as you believe in something that's more powerful than you, more omnipotent, omniscient than you, all right? Our journey of life is ultimately decided by Him. All right? That's why Dato Sri makes this statement many times, that a single blade of grass cannot move without His will. That statement was made by Mahatma Gandhi, saying that even if a single blade of grass on the ground cannot move without His will, how can you be watching me right now on this live broadcast if it is not for His will? How could you have clicked yes, or given your credit card, or gave your money, or used your e-cards or USDT, all right, to buy a product and register with QNET if it was not His will? So if you take it a little bit higher, all right, on the new year, I just want to raise the bar a bit higher. Maybe being just on this live broadcast, maybe saying yes to the presentation, maybe starting your journey was meant to be. It is part of your destiny, guys. So if you think from that perspective, it's a bit deeper, all right? So maybe you did not sign up in QNET. Maybe you were meant to sign up in QNET, you understand? before you even born. That's some deep stuff. Giri will explain to you later another day. All right? Just let me check my phone. I've got one message from somebody who's very important. All right? Okay. It's all good news. I just got a message from somebody who says 2024 is going to be the greatest year for QNET and the V guys. All right, and the only message is rise again. So now, today Kalai and I were talking about what she wants me to talk about. Now I hope you understand, and you may not believe this, but I swear this is the truth. I never prepare before I sit in front of a camera. I've never prepared before a Wednesday message. I've never prepared what to say when I go up on stage at VCon. I roughly know, all right? But the greatest lesson Dato Sri Vijay taught me in the early days, when I went up on stage, I said, Ane, what should I talk about? Speak from your heart. Nothing can go wrong. So today, as usual, I'm going to speak from my heart. And I forgot to tell you on day one. Maybe I should do it now. If anything I have said the last 2 days or today hurts your feelings, upsets you in any way, all right, upsets your cultural beliefs or your deep-seated beliefs, from the bottom of my heart, please allow me to say, I don't care, okay? I am here. I didn't force you to log on, all right? You had to click the link yourself, all right? And you can switch it off if you don't want to see my gorgeous face, but you're stuck with me, at least for another 25 years. I promise Dato Sri Vijay. All right, so now, today, I want to talk about the biggest weakness in a networker on their journey. Okay? I've seen over 25 years that one of the fundamental problems that delays success or delays results in a networker is simply a lack of sense of urgency. Now, many of you may not hear this term very often, or you may not understand what it means. Sense of urgency simply means do it now. All right? Do not procrastinate what your mom told you your whole life. Right? Clean up your room. I'll do it tomorrow. All right? Do this. I'll do it tomorrow, ma. You understand not? It is almost like human nature to procrastinate because the normal world is very tolerant to procrastination. You understand? Even flights wait for people today. All right? The world have adapted, adjusted, accommodated for people who don't have a sense of urgency. And I hope I don't offend the younger generation. I think the younger generation today don't even understand the concept of sense of urgency, because today the world is about YOLO and chilling out and breathing fresh air and sunshine and not worrying about what people think and all that stuff. It has created a mood of what I call unnecessary relaxation. If you are an entrepreneur, relax is the last word in your vocabulary. I am calm, but I'm not relaxed. Relax and success are in two different parts of the planet. So don't misunderstand or don't misconstrue when Dato Sri says control your emotions, all right, quell your ego. All this doesn't mean you sit down and say, Dato Sri said relax. You understand? The financial freedom is not going to fall from the sky onto your lap just because you signed up in QNET. There is work to be done. There's price to be paid. All right? There's hard work. And you have a choice on this journey to do the hard work urgently, with a sense of urgency, or procrastinate and take your time. And here comes the million-dollar question. Do you have time? And I remember when Dato Sri used to speak to a crowd, he will say, the youngest person in this room, so the youngest person watching me on the broadcast right now all over the world, you don't have a guarantee that you will wake up tomorrow morning. That's why my Muslim brothers and sisters, they will always say, Inshallah. That means, can I meet you tomorrow for breakfast? Inshallah. Even they walk and go outside and come back in 3 minutes, they will say, I'll see you later, Inshallah. Alright? If God permits, if it's God's will, with God's permission, basically. You understand or not? That means, the fact that we plan 2024, there's an old saying Dato Sri Vijay says, right? Plan for 100 years, but live today as though you are going to die tomorrow. Now, one moron told me, and I meet a lot of morons, one moron told me, if I'm going to die tomorrow, I'm not going to do QNET. I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to, go berserk and drink and party. That is what we call, if there was a planet moron, that person would be voted the president of that planet moron. Because he must be the most selfish bastard. I mean, sorry, I can't say bastard online. Can I say no? The selfish moron, okay, in the planet. Because my logic is this. Let's take two networkers I adore, Arun George and Adli Hassan. Alright? They are my friends. They are not very good looking, but it's okay. They are good people. Alright? Okay? Now, ultimately, your goal is to find Arun George on your left and find Adli Hassan on your right, or find a David, or find a Sati, alright, or find a Sachin, a Kavita, alright, a Kalai, a Sharfoon. You understand not? Alright? You want to find these two rock stars on your left and right. And when you find those people, people like them, they were born for this. They don't even need you to hold their hand. You just got to push and they will fly. You understand, like Ranjit Singh says. You understand? Now, what if on your last day you could do a presentation, you never know, and sign up Arun and Adli on your left and right. And then you drop dead. And these people could continue to build and max out your tracking center that could benefit your family. That's how I would think. So if you tell me I've got a last day to live, I will do as many presentations as humanly possible. And I will tell that person, listen, I'm going to die tomorrow. So please don't switch off. Alright? Here is a number you can call. His name is Japaras Bismarck or Dato Sri Vijay. He will mentor you. Please don't quit. Keep building, because I've got kids at home. My wife is at home. And they will depend on the income from this tracking center. You on the other side, thank you for signing up. Don't quit. Don't quit until you make it. Alright, you are going to make money, but please help my tracking center make money so my family is taken care of. That's how I would do my presentation on my last day of life. And I'll give them Kalai's number, Sati's number, Arun's number, Adli's number, and they won't let me down. They'll build those people. So, every day, if you live every day as your last day, you would have automatically this concept called sense of urgency. So today, all right, I give you another perspective of sense of urgency. What can you do today? Or what could you do today? Could you do 4 presentations? Be honest. Look at me. Could you physically, from your location, coffee shop, time, driving, whatever, could you do 4 presentations today? Let's talk about 4. All right? Physically, is it possible? Yes. All right? Even if you're on Asian time, you got 1 hour before 12, you could do 2 presentations if you really wanted to. But you're not doing it. That's the problem. You could do 4 presentations in other time zones because you got another 12 hours, 8 hours, but you couldn't do it. What if I offered you $1 million? What if I offered you $1 million, all right, to do 4 presentations? Suddenly you can. Because that $1 million created a sense of urgency to achieve the reward. And you would do 5 presentations as a bonus and come and tell me, Chief, I did it. So the biggest weakness of an entrepreneur and a networker when they start this journey, they think they don't need to do things today. They don't think they need to max out today. They don't think they need to push themselves today. So a long time ago, I made a video called the 7 days a week. I think that's what they call it. All right? You can get it on YouTube, on VTUBE. Okay? By the way, please subscribe for VTUBE. All my videos are there. All Japa's videos are there. All Datosri videos are there. You got like 4,000 videos. All right? Which will keep you switched on your tough days. Okay? I'll talk to your upline how you can subscribe for VTUBE. So I made a video called 7 days a week. The reason why Datosri Vijay and Japa were the first people in the whole network marketing industry. So you didn't know this, that's a funny thing. Network marketing traditionally operates on a 30-day cycle. 1 month. I was in Amway, it was 1 month. You get your commission end of the month. Your requirements, you got 30 days to achieve. All right? And that proved to be a major weakness in network marketing. Because people had 29 days to procrastinate. You understand, Bala? And do the most on day 30 or 31. So 29 days, the bugger was shaking legs, singing Kumbaya with his mother-in-law, and suddenly said, I got to meet my target now. And then he went and sold shampoo, soap, and all that stuff to meet the 100 BV or whatever they had the requirement. Now, Datosri Vijay, who was also in that company before with me, all right, he came up with a brilliant idea. He said, we must start a network marketing company that will automatically create a sense of urgency in people. So we were the first network marketing company in the world that paid commissions on a weekly basis. And I tell you, we were all shocked. All right, it was so beautiful, so excellent, all right, so unbelievable, just like a wow, just like a wow in 1998. I was like, are you serious? You're going to pay commission every week? Yes, every 7 days. Your UV, oh now it's called BV, the BV is calculated and boom, we pay you. Unheard of. Even when I told people in the network marketing industry, in a presentation, they said, are you sure? You pay weekly? Yes. And that was the rise of QNET. All right? Because Datosri Vijay understood the human factor. He understood that if he created a sense of urgency, all right, people would achieve greater success faster. So instead of waiting 1 month to see your commission, if you achieve 3,000 BV on the left, 3,000 BV on the right, you will get your commission in that week. By next Tuesday, it goes into your Quest account. All right? It was the fastest payout in the industry of network marketing. And it was wow. All right? And I was excited because, all right, every week, it's like every Friday, I'll tell you a story. Well, it'll make me sound old, but it's okay. All right? Now, you young punks, like Bala and Kala and all that, today they just go on the internet, they got Quest account, all right? You got virtual office, you log on, you can see exactly how much your commission, you can withdraw, you can extract e-cards, you can change it to USDT. When I was building in the 90s, I can't believe I'm saying 90s. When I was building in the 90s, and now I sound like your uncle, correct? But I'm still a sexy uncle. When I was building in the 90s, we had to fill up a form. Name, last name, beneficiary, address, everything, and then placement, correct? The yellow form, 3 plies, okay? And then you have to attach your demand draft, or your commission check from Chase Manhattan or Bank of America, which was the first version of e-cards. And then you go to the office. And the office will stamp receive date and tear the paper and keep it, and which goes into the database later, and then give you your copy. All right, so every Friday, all right, me and Sati would sit in the office and count the forms like this, all right, like money lenders, you understand? My phone. Oh, Jem is listening to the whole thing. So cool. Jem, I love you. Jem called me, I answered, and it's still going on. All right? So I used to count the forms because we wanted to protect our max out. Brijesh, don't get ideas. We wanted to protect our max out, okay? So we would just do enough. I think 9,000 plus was the max out every week. So we just do enough to submit to protect our max out, which was 30, the max out. And it was unbelievable because the excitement on Friday to know how much money I would make that week. You understand? What I could do for Amma, whether I could change my car that week or wait for the next month. You understand? And how much we could spend on the weekend, but that was my younger days, I was a different guy. Okay, all right, and stuff like that. And that 7 days decided our lifestyle, our financial health as young networkers. And that 7 days was the greatest gift Dato Sri would give us. All right? And the problem today, I feel, that the weekly payout is now quite common in the world. All right, I think UK pays weekly, US pays every 2 weeks, Australia pays weekly, I don't know. And a lot of systems around the world work on a weekly basis. They copied from QNET, they copied from Dato Sri. And what has happened, now these 7 days, to the moron today watching, feels like 1 month. So what they do, they waste 5 days. They waste 4 days singing Kumbaya with their mother-in-law. And then suddenly, after watching the Wednesday message, they said, I'm on. I've got Thursday, I've got Friday, and I'll achieve my goal. Morons! Why did you waste Saturday? Why did you waste Sunday? Why did you waste Monday, Tuesday? Why? You could have done presentation, you could have done 8 basic building blocks, you could have followed through from the people last week, you could have gone out and do rule 2 of 10% of your name list, you could have done power of association with your network. What gives you the right as an entrepreneur to close your restaurant mentally, close your QNET business on Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday? What kind of moronic entrepreneur are you? You got 7 days to earn that 250, to earn that 500, to earn that 2,000, to earn that 5,000. Now my question is, what was stopping you from signing up people on Saturday and Sunday? Saturday and Sunday is a great day to sign up people. Saturday and Sunday is a brilliant day to sign up people. Why did you waste the opportunity of being productive? And the answer is, Dato Sri told me, you lack the sense of urgency. You have 7 days. Why waste it? Why waste it? You understand? Maximize the time. Because you don't know what could happen that week that could be the foundation of your max out tracking center. I always tell people, 1 day of missing out, not only presentation, even interacting with your downlines. Because you see, networking works on the basis of a breakthrough. All right, that means we are not who we are today from day one. When I signed up, I was just like you. All right, what's this? What do I do? What next? Okay, can I make money? Can I not make money? Should I take it seriously? Why should I listen to this guy? Why should I watch the video? Don't worry, we're all the same, morons, okay? However, somewhere I got a click. And I got another click. I got another click. I got another click. And my click wasn't only at a fundamental event. My click was in the coffee shop with Dato Sri Vijay, or with Sati, or with Giri, and we had a click, you understand? So the accumulation of clicks, or breakthroughs, or realizations make you a great networker also. So if you switch off from the zone of networking on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you are missing out on getting a click, and you're also missing out on giving a click or creating a click. You understand? So if Kalai says, I don't want to meet everyone on Saturday, it's moronic, because if she met 3 downlines on Saturday, that one of those 3 downlines could be the next Kalai. So engagement, connection, not contact, connection, engagement, imparting of knowledge, inspiration, or just sometimes I just sit down and I repeat exactly what Dato Sri told me. So I met Dato Sri at 3 o'clock. I meet my downlines at 4 o'clock. I said, guys, I met Ishwaran, and this is what he said. And that could create a click. So my question to you guys is, why the sense of urgency on Friday cannot exist on Thursday? Cannot exist on Wednesday? Cannot exist on Tuesday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday? When you have 7 days to achieve that goal, that target, why would you waste those 2-3 days? I don't understand. Should you not, all right, push yourself, because you don't know how much time you have. I don't know. All right, so Dato Sri Vijay says, if you don't know how much time you have, shouldn't you live every day like it's your last with a sense of urgency? So to my V family around the world, okay, if there's one thing I hope to achieve with Rise Again live broadcast, is that you have a sense of urgency. Why would you want to be rich after 10 years? If I gave you a choice, financial freedom in 1 year or 5 years, what would you choose? Naturally, everyone would say 1 year. And if I told you that will require you to have a sense of urgency every day of the year, would you be willing to have that sense of urgency? So if you have 7 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, don't waste it. Maximize every day. Imagine that every day is a Friday. Every day you can do closing. Every day you can do presentation. Rule 3, you need to do 4 presentations. All right? Every day you should have some version of power of association. Not too much, not too little, just enough. Every day you should engage with a prospect, a potential prospect, a new sign-up, an old sign-up. Spend time with your leaders. Invite them home for dinner to establish stronger relationship. All right, mingle with the family. Sunday, make it family day, but not alone, but with your whole family. All right, of your leadership. That's what you should do. So if you look at this concept of 7 days a week, it saddens me that you don't maximize these 7 days. So make a decision now that moving forward from today, don't say I'll start next week. From today, if you are a part-timer, that means you work 9 to 5, you get home by 8, you sleep by 12, you got 4 hours a day. Maximize that time for QNET. Trust me, it will take you closer to success. If you are a full-timer and you wake up at 10 in the morning, you start your day and you are going all the way till 2 in the morning, which is a normal timing of a networker, then maximize those hours. Now, you need time to eat, you need time to sleep, you need time to shower, shave, whatever. Do all of those things. But maximize your time with this business. All right? I've been doing this for 25 years. And every day in my life is about this business. In different forms, in different shapes. You understand? Every day of my life is about, my engagement, my Wednesday message, my Insta Live, my studentship with Dato Sri Vijay, empowering the corporate warriors from QNET, the VQ lifestyle, mentoring whoever I'm supposed to mentor, all right? Think of what we can do better in 2024. This was an idea, all right, that came into a reality. Every single day of my life has something to do with my business, QNET. No different from Dato Sri Vijay, no different from Bill Gates, all right, no different from Jack Ma or the late Steve Jobs. Because Dato Sri Vijay says, the only people who need a break from what they do are people who don't love what they do. If you love what you do, you don't need a break from it. That's why these morons who say we need a break from a relationship, the conclusion is they don't love each other. Because if you love each other, why would you ever need a break from that person? I don't get it. I don't understand. Right? A mother would never say, I need a break from my kids. You understand? That's love. So the same way, why do you need to slow down? Why do you need normality if you love QNET, if you're serious about financial freedom? All right? If you are a serious entrepreneur, if you are the CEO of your tracking center, why do you need that break? I don't get it. I don't get it why people slow down. I don't understand why people need to switch off. I have never switched off. Are you guys with me? All right? If you switch on long enough, it becomes you. Yes, you will be socially awkward, all right? Because people will say, oh, there's the QNET fella. Avoid him. He's only going to talk about QNET. But it's okay. At least you are socially awkward, all right, in a BMW, a Mercedes, wearing a $20,000 watch and flying first class. Are you guys with me or not? All right? It's okay to be socially awkward when you're financially free. It's better than being broke and socially cool. Are you guys with me or not? All right? And then Kalai once told me, Chief, how do I explain the theory of balanced life? Have you heard this bull sugar? There's something called balanced life. That means you need certain aspects of life to be fulfilled while you are chasing money. You know who will talk about balanced life? The hippies who are broke, living in the mountains, and the multi-millionaires who already made it. You understand? But if you are on your journey to financial freedom, balanced life does not exist. How can it exist? All right? Can you go to Lionel Messi and tell him, bro, do you have a balanced life? He trains 330 days a year. You understand or not? No, Chief, I saw on Instagram he was flying a private jet to a beach with his family for 3 days. And then he's back on the pitch. Because he loves football. So why do you need time away from something you love? The problem is you don't love entrepreneurship. You don't love financial freedom. You don't love this vehicle that Dato Sri Vijay and Japa has created. You don't love your family enough if you don't chase financial freedom passionately with a sense of urgency. Are you guys with me? So today you need to have that paradigm shift that you are not, QNET is just not a small element of your life. It starts that way. Let me be honest. Sati explained yesterday. When we started, we had a very balanced life. You understand? But the bigger your organization grows, the bigger your responsibility of your downlines, the bigger your commission becomes, all right? You have to be there even more. Because remember, it's raise yourself to help mankind. All right? So once you made it, you got to pay it forward and raise others. That's why I'm still here today. Are you guys with me? So what I want you to achieve is one mindset first. The mindset that QNET is not outside your life. It is not a job that you go to and come home. Do you understand? It is not a hobby that you do on Sundays and then go back to some normality. You must find a way to get QNET into your life, all right, to become one. Do you understand? It doesn't mean you can't watch movies. It doesn't mean you can't chill with your family. It doesn't mean you can't celebrate Diwali or Christmas. I did. You understand? It doesn't mean you can't go to the beach on the weekend and fly a kite. You can. As long as when you went to the beach, QNET followed you. You understand or not? So you got your mother-in-law, you got your wife or husband, you got your kids, and make sure there is a seat in the car for QNET. That's why you need to buy a bigger car with the money you make. You understand or not? You don't need a break from QNET. You don't leave it at home, all right, like your mother-in-law or your pets, you understand? Wherever you go, QNET follows. I went on vacation. I don't know whether you call it vacation. My life partner says, shut up, we're taking the kids to the beach. So it's more like instruction. So I went on the beach with my kids, all right? They're running around. I'm on my beach, my swimming trunks. What's the brand? No, Wilbur Queen. It's $250 US. All right? That's what financial freedom. Dave Wadhwani introduced me to this brand called Wilbur Queen. So I went, I don't check price tag. So I went to the shop and I bought octopus, turtle, everything. And it's $250 US. It's like underwear, expensive underwear, you understand? But it's nice, it's nice. So I was using my Wilbur Queen. I'm standing on the beach just like everyone else. Do you understand? But what they don't see is QNET came with me. So after building the sandcastle, Adrian, I just went to the site and sent 10 WhatsApp. All right? While holding his hand looking for some shells, I was talking to Dato Sri Vijay. What's wrong with that? I don't get these people, we're on vacation. We cannot do anything else except hold hands and sing Kumbaya. These are the losers of the world. So vacation, the real vacation, are for losers. People who need a break from life. That means they have not understood how to love what they do. If you love what you do, you don't need a break from it. So the first paradigm shift that you must have today is love QNET. Do you understand? It's part of your life. If you want to succeed, it must be part of your life. Even if your family doesn't like it, convince them. And the only way, ultimately, to convince your family is to show them that you can succeed in this. You can show them my video, it may work. Show them Dato Sri, show them QI Tower. And if they're still not convinced, mark my words. The same family that said, scam, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. You come back with a $5,000 check, commission, 1 week. Your whole family will be there. The V, rise again. You understand not? Suddenly they are talking to their Sondakaran relatives and all that about QNET. My son is doing QNET. It's the best company in the world. You understand? While the gold chain is hanging there. You understand not? But it's okay if your family doesn't support you. You understand not? Alright? Because they just don't understand. It's okay. Convince them. Take your time. Show them that it works. But you need to bring it into your life, your family. See, my life partner, alright, who I don't think is watching, okay, but she's fed up with seeing my face, alright, she knows that I love what I do. Alright? So if I have to leave and travel for 10 days, and it's harder because I'm already financially free, so I'm not doing it for money. But she simply knows I love what I do, and I'm keeping my promise to people, and she respects that. You understand? And I'm not neglecting my family. It's that I manage my family differently. So somebody said, Padman, you must spend time with your children. You are now a father. Where is it written that you got to spend 8 hours with your son? That fellow will hate you like Giri. You understand not? I want my son to see me work hard. Do you understand? I want my son to know that Papa is busy. Papa is flying in the aeroplane. Alright? Papa went out for a meeting. Papa went to office. You understand? So the little bugger understands that that's the price of success, lah, bala. You understand not? So these people say you must become a house husband. My God, your son is going to be a loser. Because definitely I think the job of the father is to come back home and sweep, or the mother is to come back. I love women who go out there and network and still can look after their kids. We have so many max out queens who I respect, who are still great mothers and max out queens. You understand? So make that paradigm shift that this is what you want to do. And the minute you embrace it, the journey becomes unbelievable. First thing. Second, 7 days. 7 days to find Arun George, to find Sati, to find David, all right, to find Kalai. You understand? You got 7 days to find Brijesh, to find Yusuf Sila, Said Amir, you understand? Mehmet, to find Tobeng, you understand? 7 days to find Kavita. All right? You understand? 7 days. Why would you waste even 1 day? 7 days to create the click in an existing downline. 7 days to have a potential platinum, diamond, max out king mentality in your downline. Why would you waste a single day? You have 7 days a week to create momentum for the next week, next month. You got 7 days to set the tone. You got 7 days to raise your downlines. You got 7 days to create champions in your organization. Why waste a single day if you are serious about financial freedom? If your dream is big enough, every day is important. Are you guys with me? So you need to have a sense of urgency. See, somebody told me, oh, Padman, I'm a bit worried for you. I don't know why people worry about me. I said, why are you worried about me, bro? He said, you are turning into a fanatic. I said, that's the greatest compliment I've received in my life. You understand? Because only when you are fanatic, you can succeed. I looked at him, I said, bro, tell me again. You are a fanatic. Who wasn't a fanatic? Picasso? Dato Sri Vijay? Alright? Nelson Mandela? JFK? You understand? Mother Teresa was a fanatic. You understand or not? Alright? Shah Rukh Khan is a fanatic about what he does. The Shah Rukh Khan said, listen, I'm only part-time actor. The rest of the time, I'm a father and a gardener in the house. No. I'm always SRK. Are you guys with me or not? So when the guy called me a fanatic many years ago, it was the greatest compliment in the world. I want to change my name. Instead of Padman Senatiraja, I want to call myself Fanatic Senatiraja. Is it possible legally to change my name? I think it's possible. So be a fanatic. So what? You're not doing this as a hobby. I'm not asking you to collect stamps or put guppies in a bowl. I'm telling you to reach a point where you will make more money than the CEOs in your country. So what's wrong with that? This is the best journey to be a fanatic. Are you guys with me now? Unless you can play football better than Messi and Ronaldo, all right? Unless you're going to inherit $100 million from your family fund, all right? Or unless you found the cure for a disease that nobody has found a cure for, or unless you have something, all right, that the world needs so badly that only you know, then this is it, guys. This is your journey, all right? Entrepreneurship, e-commerce, network marketing, the greatest company in the industry, QNET. There's nothing out there. Trust me. I've seen it all. I've evaluated everything. And I stand here, not because I am Patman Senatiraja, not because I'm your upline chief, not because I love Japa and Datusri. I'm speaking independently as an intelligent human being, that the option you have right now that you are in, QNET, is the best option for you to achieve financial success as an entrepreneur. Are you guys with me? And all you need is to embrace it, bring it into your life proudly with no shyness or guilt or whatever. You're doing something good. And secondly, have a fanatical sense of urgency, not only on Friday, but for the 7 days. And there's no better time to make that decision than week 1 of 2024. So 7 days a week, make every day count. I love you guys. All right, and I'll see you right after 2 amazing speakers that Kalai is going to bring up. All right, guys, this is day 3 of Rise Again.
Thank you, Chief.
Sorry, Kalai, I got to get
No
my phone.
problem. Please.
Let me do it again.
Yes.
And this is day 3 of the greatest event ever done by the V, 2024, Rise Again.
Thank you, Chief. And I'm so glad that I learned early from Chief how to always reserve that seat for QNET, always to bring QNET with me, and everything I do, QNET is an important part of my life and whatever I'm doing. And today, the life I have, everything is because I learned how to do that. So thank you, Chief, for showing us one more time here the importance of sense of urgency. So now, I'm going to bring you someone very important. Oh, I continue talking? Okay, everybody was dancing in front of me. Yeah, okay. Sorry, can I see that again, please? Never mind, just show it to me. Okay, no problem. They asked me to dance, but I cannot dance. And I can't sing either. But I want to bring you back. Yeah, we have someone very important going to be talking to us. Okay, and it's your privilege to listen to him. While we wait for the connection to get connected, since I can talk to you right now, let me tell you something. Maybe you sitting here, although Chief gave everything to help us understand the sense of urgency. Like many people, I have seen many people in my organization struggle to make QNET, to have that seat in whatever they do, or to bring QNET with them every day. But I think if you know, like what Chief was saying, what is it that you really want to achieve, back to that decision and dream, then that would help you to make QNET part of everything we do. And once you do that, then to keep on track with daily activities is much easier, okay? Because I don't know how I truly understand what Chief is saying. I go out with the family. After a while, I am connected. I want to know what's happening in the network. I want to talk to the next person. I want to be on the phone, and I want to make that video, okay? And it becomes part of your life. And I truly understand what Chief is saying. When it becomes part of your life, you truly enjoy it, because this is who you are. And QNET is just in me, okay? And I'm not even in QNET. QNET is me, in me, okay? Now, I'll bring you someone very special, and it's your privilege to listen to him. You are going to be listening at the beginning of the year with Rise Again to prepare you for this year, to our founder. You know, he's a huge persona on a VCon stage. I have so many people look at him and they are, wow, this is our founder? Yes, that's our founder. Let me tell you something. From the first day I met him till today, I truly admire his humility, his patience, wisdom, and how he decodes life. And I think it's such a privilege today to be listening to him, to take us through the beginning of 2024. So wherever you are, our global We family, to your homes, all the way from the Middle East, connecting to you, our founder, Joseph Sriman Japadas Bismarck. To you, Mr. Bismarck. We family, don't be disappointed. Yes, you see me again. We just need few more minutes working on the connection. I know there was no audio, so just be with us, okay? You might want to use the time to make sure everyone around is connected, okay? And all your people are switched on in front of their laptop, computer, or if you're viewing it with the team, you are there. So once again, from here, QI Tower, Malaysia, to the Middle East, to our founder. Okay, now I have to continue talking.
Yes.
Now,
Your video
this
is distracting me.
all right.
You guys are
No
moving a
problem.
lot, and I won't
We
be
will,
able to
this
speak
happens
when
in
I
the
see a
technical
lot of
world.
movements
We're
on the
just finding a
video.
little bit difficulty to
And
connect.
one, I don't know who I'm talking
Just
to.
hang in there. We'll come back to you. We're
This
just
is
testing
not
it.
happening. I'm sorry.
Yes, and they are saying talk. You know what is my biggest fear? Now, if I start talking something now they will tell me to stop, then to talk. Okay. And I want to just bring you back to what Chief was saying. Sense of urgency. And ready? Not ready, okay. Sense of urgency, back to that. Because while I was sitting there and I was just reflecting on my team, people that I work with, my leaders, and I realize sometimes people always have this mindset, let me take it slow, let me take it easy, let me try, let me do one step at a time. But that always, like what Chief said, has delayed somebody's success. And they always come back and ask eventually, I'm doing everything right, but why is it not working? There is a difference between doing everything right with the sense of urgency and intensity than doing it at your own time. Because that urgency, doing it right, and doing it with that intensity creates that momentum. So I hope today you make that decision that you're going to make sure that 7 days, I loved what he said, that 7 days to find your left and right. And you have every week reset that 7 days. And to make sure that happens, okay? And I want to tell you something while we wait for our founder, Mr. Bismarck. I want to tell you something. You know, I've always admired how he has taken time to, you know, when you bring something to him, he always takes time to listen and help you understand. And he's always pushing himself to be better. And when the whole world would look at him and say that, God, he has everything. And I tell you a story. During pandemic, we had a lot of this event. I don't know if it was VCC or one of those events we did during pandemic. He came and he said this, I'm trying to run again. And all I'm doing is little bit every day. So he said, even if today is just wearing that shoes and getting ready, and the next day, a little bit more, and the next day, maybe 5 minutes, next day, maybe 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. And I was listening to him at pandemic, and I was like, wow, this is a man who has everything one could possibly think about, dream about, even imagine. But yet, he is so dedicated onto his daily routine, doing what he has to do. That really inspired me. And I think we're still waiting for the connection. Waiting for the connection, but I think we're almost there, almost there. So you might want to look to your notes, look at few things that you have written. If you have not done what you have to do, I think this is a good time to do that. Your 150 names, decision, making this important, and the next 7 days to find your two. So the 15 presentation, I think this is a good time to do that. Are we good? All right, guys, I bring you right now, okay, from here, Malaysia, to the Middle East. Once again, on your screen at your home, this is your privilege to listen to our founder, Joseph Sriman Japadas Bismarck. To you, sir.
Happy New Year to everyone, all my V family around the world, all my brothers and sisters. Happy New Year. This is again Japa, your upline, I would say. And I was just, a while ago I came up, I was just a little bit confused because I just found out that I'll be speaking to just basically a blank wall. So it was so difficult. I'm still a networker. I still prefer to speak seeing someone, but right now I'm just speaking on a blank wall. But anyway, let me start by greeting you a happy New Year and 2024. You know, every New Year, I always ponder, and this is generally everybody would be thinking, I hope this year would be better for me, Dave. I hope that this year will make a difference in my life. But then I actually come to realize, Dave, that every year is the same. There's 12 months of the year, January till December. But what would change my year is not the weather, it's not the people around me. How, why would the year change for me? Is only when I start making changes in my own life. So of course we get into diaries, we want to schedule and work on scheduling, making plans, all of these things. But most of the time, our scheduling and planning doesn't really work. Yeah, we've got diaries wherein we end up becoming scratch paper by the time January is finished. So what I normally practice is I work on the disciplines in my life. And I want to share this with you today because it's very important for us to create what I call discipline. Now, the word discipline actually comes from the word disciple, which means to follow something or to follow someone. So when I speak of creating discipline, it's something that you will eventually have to adopt to your life. For example, waking up in the morning, a certain hours in the morning, is a discipline. Yeah, and it's a habit, and discipline would only become a habit if we practice it daily. Waking up in the morning. So what's the first thing I should do when I wake up in the morning? I fix my bed, Dave. Why? Because immediately I must experience some accomplishment of doing something personally. So fixing up in the bed, fixing up the bed. That's why you would see, and you would find this in the military, and I come from a seminary school. The first thing we were taught when we wake up is to fix our bed. And not just like, it really has to be like perfectly fixed, no wrinkles. Yeah. And why is that? Because see, the discipline is set in place. It's like the ABC of discipline. Waking up in the morning, fixing your bed, going to shower, going to bath, right? Sitting in a quiet place for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doing your prayer, your meditation. These are all part of discipline. Setting up your day in terms of even your food intake is a discipline that you must create, because you cannot just go on the day like a vacuum cleaner and just be eating whatever you could get your hands on. You know what I'm saying? Even eating is a discipline. Because, see, the reason I'm telling you all of this, because, see, the question you should be asking yourself, and I always ask myself this, is what do I want to achieve this year? What goal? I must have something that I need to achieve this year. You must have that big one that you would want to achieve. For example, this year, which I already started December, I told myself this year I'm going to be reading 20 books, because last year I just did 10 and I was able to finish it. This year I'm going to have 10 books that I'm going to read. So that is a goal. Now, those books are not just books you pick up, but these are books recommended, and that would be supporting me in my personal growth. Because, see, it's all about investing in yourself. And the best investment you could do is actually on personal development. So set a goal. How many books would you read this year, Dave? Right? What is your exercise program? Right? And don't do something that you already did last year. Don't do something today that, yeah, I did that last year. And you're just going to repeat what you did last year, or what actually happened last year. Was it just like the year just passed and you don't know what happened? What did you actually do last year? I know what I did last year. I know what I tried to achieve last year. So those are like goals. Learning a language, or riding a bike, or whatever that would basically make you grow as a person, or building a relationship, for example, or picking up a strained relationship that you may have. You know what I'm saying? Developing a new particular habit. Or what about giving up bad habits? What about that? What about giving up smoking this year? What about giving up drinking alcohol this year? Because all of this are detrimental to my health, and anything detrimental to my health would be detrimental for my success. So these are all practical advices. And the thing is, we need to understand is that this year, right, you need to focus on yourself in terms of what is really in your control. Because the weather, what's going to happen tomorrow, how people would be dealing with you tomorrow, all of those different people around you, you have no control over those particular events. The only control you could have is really with yourself. And knowing this, so your very focus would be more of not being reactive to the weather and the people around you. You just have to focus on really the disciplines that I need to create to develop myself. What are those things? And this is where you get a pen and try to analyze those disciplines. When I see disciplines, the consistency, and I remember I would always teach this to the STEER students and many people. Dave, I shared this with you, the Japanese principle of Kaizen, wherein how they develop a discipline. They just take 1 minute, which is only 60 seconds, to take on a task, whether it's reading a thick book. I just spend 1 minute. Like I told you, Dave, I'll be tackling 10, 20 books this year. Okay? So I would read 1 minute, 2 minutes, one book. That's it, done. You know, take take notes. Now I get to spend, of course, 30 minutes to 1 hour every day reading books, but I would be reading 10 to 20 books. So you do that. And those principle is a habit. And you start having that. You start at basically what happens when you start developing yourself, you end up acquiring not experiences, but you start acquiring knowledge, wherein some person took them 30 years, 40 years of experiences and they share it with you in a book. So meaning you could totally acquire knowledge from someone who has experienced a 30 years lifetime of experiences, of knowledge that they have, wherein just by listening, you could learn it like this, which it took them 30 years, 20 years, 40 years to learn, but you could learn it right away. So the discipline of reading a book, I again took it. I remember when I met VJ, I was not such a reader at that time. But when I met him, he encouraged me to read a book. And I had to develop the habit. Yeah. So it's very important, those things. Of course, exercise. I would always say, I mean, if you want to be healthy, right, don't start when you're 60. Start now. Don't start when you're older, or don't start when you get sick. Start now. Walking. A lot of the things we could do basically to be healthy is free. Walking is free. Push-up is free. Jogging is free. You know what I mean? Swimming is free. A lot of those things we could adopt. So that's why, again, it's very important that this coming new year, that we also adopt the discipline of being able to sit down in the morning and do our mauna, because the time of silence wherein we could actually write down and reflect, introspect, and be able to actually somehow already foresee. You would already want to draw what you would like to manifest for this year. And I think this word manifest has become a very famous thing right now, Dave, which is actually very, very, very true. Because see, once you visualize something, when you actually visualize some things, when you always see it, it's in front of you every day, you start manifesting those things. That's why, if you remember, Dave, in the early days, what we used to do is we have this dream board. You should still do this. I still do it, Dave. Every year I do a dream board. Of course, your dream board is changes every year, because every year you have a different whys, you have a different reasons why you like to achieve things, what you like to achieve. So you create a dream board in your office, in your home, in your room, and you just space all the things there that you'd like to see and visualize happening in 2004. So don't rely on your tools. I mean, tools are there for us to use, but we should not get so attached to our tools. Meaning, if you don't have this phone, doesn't mean you cannot do things. If you don't have a microphone like this, it doesn't mean you cannot speak. If you cannot fly somewhere to Africa, it doesn't mean you cannot reach. I mean, do whatever you could do. If you need to crawl, start crawling in 2004. Right? Crawl until you walk. Continue walking until you could ride a bike. Ride a bike until you get a car. Fly a plane until you could. So meaning, don't ever say, oh, I cannot do this because I don't have this thing. Because you already have the best tool you have, which is your body. This, your eyes, everything. This is the perfect tool you have to be successful. And this is the only tool you need to be successful. Now, again, the question, am I enough? You're enough. And you could, but don't stop there. While you're doing, while you're traversing, while you're planning to be successful, right? Continue learning, because real success is in your development, not in the earning of money. Real success, and you come there when you actually mature as a person. So constantly train, constantly attend trainings, constantly share knowledge, constantly read books, and learn. Be a ferocious eater in terms of learning. You must always be enthusiastic in learning. And this is really the only thing I could share with you guys. Because see, as far as talents in the work that we have as networkers, you don't really need much talent. All you just need to be is be able to communicate what you've heard, communicate what you learned, and continue duplicating this. But again, right, it's always a question is, what will you duplicate if you, as an upline, right, you're not developing yourself? Then what you're going to be duplicating are bad attitude, bad habits, bad disciplines, because people see what you do. And that always tells us this, right, Dave? Monkey see, monkey do. Right? And our downlines are the monkeys, and they're going to see the kind of monkey we are. And so it's very important. And I would stress this again and again. 2024 is such a special year. Every year is a special year, but you have, I have to make it a special year for myself, for my family, community, and the people around me. And the only way it's going to be special if I make it special, if you make it special. Okay, the year would not be special because it's the year of the dragon next year. The Chinese would say, oh, the year of the snake, I'll be lucky. Or the year of the tiger is my year. No, make it your year every year. It doesn't matter whether it's the year of the chicken, year of the snake, year of the tiger, year of the dragon. Make it your year. And how to do that? Take ownership. Take ownership of your habits, your disciplines. Take ownership of everything. Be responsible. Response to everything. Just like you do what you could do. Propose as many proposals you could make, because disposing, the manifestation comes from above. But see, you got to have some menus, you got to have some order, you got to have some proposals to make. So in 2004, my simple question is, Dave, is what are your proposals? Have you made your proposal, or are you just like, you don't even have a proposal? What are your resolutions for this year? What are you going to give back to society this year? Because really the best gift you could ever give anyone is when you make the change that you need to make. And that's how we change the world, right? We change ourselves, the world would change. We change our consciousness, our world would change. And that is the best we could do. So in 2024, again, I wish you a happy new year, because this new year is special, because we are starting this new year with a big bang. And we are inviting myself, Dato, Batman, and the rest of the V partners. We're inviting all of you to rise up, raise yourself to help mankind. And this is really what the purpose why we're meeting you early this year, basically to give you a kick, to give you a slap, to wake you up. Okay, as outlined, I'm saying, hello, wake up. 2024, let's not waste another year. Okay, look back last year for a glance only, right? If you were successful last year, okay, great. Don't glory on that. What are you going to do in 2004 is very crucial, because 2004, what you do next year defines your 2025. This year, what we did last year is going to be defining this year. But it's only January 4. It's not too late. We could just give this year the biggest blast ever. Make this year as if there would be no next year. That's how we should focus this year. So thank you very much, everyone, for inviting me to speak. And Happy New Year to all of you. Wish to see you soon in one of our VCons, our coming VCons.
Japa,
Yes.
yesterday Chief was talking about Rule 3, which is basically for the network to do a minimum of 15 presentation a month.
Mm-hmm.
And this is been going out for a long time. Now, what will be your advice for our network out there, that to make this consistent as part of their journey, or more importantly, as part of their duty as they are building this business? Because some will hear the last 3 days, training, they get excited for 3 days, either 3 weeks or 3 months, and then they go back to the old routine. What will be your advice for them to be consistent in their duty as they are building this business?
Well, again, it's all about creating that discipline. And I would assume if you're a networker, you must be doing a daily presentation. And you must have, like I said, okay, if you're going to read 20 books this year, you must have a target of how many presentation you would have to do within the whole year. Let's say if you have like 1,000 presentation every year, so it means that's 80 presentation a month, correct? Something like that. If I have 1,000 for the whole year, if I target 1,000 presentation, right, I must be doing 80 in a month, right? And that would be already including my including my downline. So it must be a discipline, meaning don't allow the day to pass wherein you're not engaging in some form of networking, whether it's building relationship, making your new list, inviting people, bringing people to training, encouraging. I mean, it's not just necessarily. It's not. It must be it must be part of you. Like network marketing is building relationships, so it must be part of you. So every chance you have, you must present, and it might not be in a big hotel, Dave. You should be able to do it in a coffee shop, in your house, in a friend's place, when there's opportunity on the plane, when there's opportunity for you to talk and share an amazing idea on regarding financial freedom, which is the business we are in. Share it. It would be selfish of you not to share this business. Right? So again, it's a discipline that you must imbibe in you. You must set a target that you would have to do this. So if Chief has given you some numbers, try to do the numbers. Because even if you fail, let's say you fail half, it's still better. You said 100, you failed, oh, I just did 50%. It's still better than not setting up a goal. So the whole thing in discipline is setting up, pushing yourself to set up a goal, a target that you would create. So again, that discipline comes in fixing your bed in the morning because it's a whole attitude thing. I must do this, even though if I'm lazy, even though there's a maid who could do it, I must do it. If I see something, I must do it. So then you have this, you look at your list, you look at your schedule. I'm a networker. Now, where would I put my presentation? It must be fixed there somewhere. Somewhere in your 24 hours, it must be put in there. So you could achieve your target. So it's really the thing in our business is that no one would push you. You must push yourself because your upline is not with you 24 hours a day. It's so easy to dive into the world of social media and Instagram or Netflix. That's the problem. See? So even those are distractions. For me, the distractions, you have to learn how to avoid distractions because distractions, I call it, Dave, painkillers. When you're trying to think and plan or read a book, so painful. Yeah. So you need to have a break. So you watch a TV, you take on a phone. Those are painkillers. But see, cannot be for 2-3 hours. It's good to have breaks. 10 minutes. Okay, touch your phone. 10-15 minutes max. Put a timer. I always use my Apple Watch. I put a timer. If I want to watch the news, 10 minutes, that's it. I want to do social media, check social media, 10 minutes, that's it. You put a time, you put a schedule. Because how much time you put to what you're doing, that's what's going to give you. So if you're throwing your time to something that would not give you any return, it's a bad investment. Your time is money. So if you're putting it on something that's not going to give you any return, Dave, what are you doing? That's exactly what you're going to do when you start making money, if ever you got that far. Because see, if you don't know how to spend your time today and you have only 24 hours a day and you're putting your time in useless things that would not actually give you anything, there's no learning for you. You're just like dead brain watching something it's a waste. It's a waste of time. If your time, Dave, if your time is worth $1 million a day, okay? So how much would be 1 hour? Huh? Let's say a few $1,000s, right? Let's say $10,000 is your 1 hour, right? So how can you spend $10,000 for Instagram? You know what I mean? Would you spend $10,000 for some nonsense discussion you will be having somewhere? So we must start thinking like this in terms of the value of our time. Because if we don't value our time, no one's going to value it for you. No one's going to respect that value of time. And time is all what we have. Time is wealth. Right? I remember Dato was telling us this thing, Dave, that if I give you $10 million, you could have $10 million today, but you're not going to wake up tomorrow. Would you exchange it? No, even if it's $1 billion. So now you could see how valuable life is. Now, if life is so valuable that we would not even replace it for $1 million, then how much valuable is your time? So we must use it wisely then. But again, it's a practice, right? I'm not saying I'm the perfect user of my time. I'm still learning. That's why reading, visualizing, whatever I've learned from upline, I try to adopt, right? I discipline my life. I've given up things that are not healthy for the body. I've given up bad habits, all of those things to keep healthy because I want to stay longer, stronger. You know what I mean? And so all of those things are something that we have to commit to ourselves. It's not a commitment to your upline. It's not a commitment to me. It's not a commitment to anyone. It's a commitment that you have to make with yourself. Yeah? Anything else? So we're good. Happy New Year again, Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Bismarck. My two take home from our founder, I cannot this year say I cannot do that because I don't have that. My success, my goals for 2024 is not going to be dependent on the tools. I am enough, and I really liked what our founder told us. What is the worth of my time? How much is that? So if I'm going to waste that, how much have I wasted? I hope you took your take home, and now you're ready for me to bring the next person here today. On our third day, I'm going to bring this man. Chief has always said, I cannot do what I do without him. From the day one, I knew ISB, In-Service Brotherhood. I attended my ISB. I have seen this man holding every event, every VCon. When Chief walks up on that stage and the magic happens, Chief has always said, I'm able to do that because I know this man, holds everything else around me. And I've not seen anyone who could give that much, that kind of dedication to the V organization, to our founders, to Chief. He helps this V, the ship, leads the team, is the captain of the V, okay? And from this event, from everything that happens around the world to support us, it's under his leadership. To our global V family, wherever you are, put your hands together and a lot of love We partner, but for us is always the number one. Our number one, we partner, Dave Joe. Thank you, number
Thank
one.
you. Thank you, VP Kalai. Hi guys, good morning wherever you are. Well, firstly, Happy New Year. All right, and how fast 2023 passed, you know, and we are here. Today is already the 4th. Just 4 days just went like that. And next thing you know, we all will be meeting very, very soon at VCon, which is going to happen in May. All right. Well, today is day 3, as you know. All right. And I think the whole theme of Raise Again, I think it's so important. And on day 1, when Chief spoke, and you know, he brought back a lot of memories. All right. And he spoke about 8 basic building blocks. Can you imagine? That's how we grew, right? That's the first training I was exposed way back, more than 20 years, 24 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about that. And then yesterday he spoke about Rule 3. Guys, it's back to basic, but basic is the one who made us where we are today. Without basic, we are nothing, right? So it's like, I will say it's the foundation, very much the foundation. So today I want to go back and speak again about another main foundation is like, why did you join this business? I want to speak about that because I went back to introspect myself. Why did I join this business? Why did I embark into this journey? Was it just for the money? Or was it that I was bored of what I'm doing prior to this? Or I didn't know what to do? So I said, okay, let's do it. Nothing like that. It is for the money, of course, because I saw full of potential. But what I saw, the biggest thing is I finally can make my dreams come true. That's what I realized by embarking into this. This is what I saw, the bigger picture that was shown to me, all right, that, hey, finally, I can feel, touch, live my dreams. So dream is very important, right? So block number 1, the first basic, all right, because the dream is the carrot lah. That really make us move, right or not? So if I want you to go back and see at your dream, many of you are living in big houses, driving your dream car, going to holidays that you never dreamt of. You already done it. That are the leaders, the top guys. I'm not talking to them only. I want to talk to the person, because some of you just joined yesterday, just decided to embark into this journey. Okay? I want to talk to you. I want to talk to the person who just joined 1 month ago, who wrote down the dreams. You have a dream list, but you haven't met it yet. You are on your way to meet it. I want to speak to those very, very clearly today, right? Now, I think the most exciting thing is writing your dream list, and is the most difficult thing as well. You know why? Because suddenly your upline told you, okay, write 10 dreams. And many of us struggle. You know why we struggle a lot? Because we do not just dream like how we were in the young days. I remember growing up with my 2 younger brothers, and every night before we go to bed, we all slept in one room, all right? Okay, we didn't have individual rooms, we were one room, but I cherish that moment. And we were talking, one day, if we have our own house, if I have my own house, there must be a swimming pool, there will be a gym. I mean, so many things, so many details. But as we grew, as I grew up, older, right, I realized I started dreaming less. I realized I started dreaming less. Why? Because my dream cost is this big. All right? But when I went to work, I went to the real world, the reality, whatever you want to call it. All right? The income is this much. The dream is this much. The dream I had as a kid. But my income is this much. So what happened? I shrank my dream to meet my income. So what happened? We stopped dreaming. And suddenly, somebody presented to you this beautiful plan of QNET. Then you are also confused now. Really? Suddenly the kid in you back, or the dreams you have, the things you want to do, the things you want to buy for yourself, for your family, or for your parents. Suddenly it gave you hope. But then, real or not? Is this real? Or is this all fake? Or this is just a sales pitch I just heard that just to get my money and then I'm on my own? I don't know. So I was confused in the beginning as well. I don't know, maybe many of you are or were, or maybe some of you are, no problem, I'm going to get it. But in that journey, all right, writing down my dream, and I was very conservative writing. And my uplines, where I put S, I had many uplines. But one person who trained me from day one was none other than Chief. All right, from day one, he came to Singapore, he started training me. And he saw, and he scolded me actually. He said, hey, you call these dreams, you're going to make so much money. Tell me how much money you want to make. Tell me how much money. So that time I saw, those days, max out amount, and today is so much different. And those days we used to max out daily. Now you do weekly. So in fact, let me tell you something for the record. In fact, today you can make more money. The compensation plan we have, you make more money than the earlier compensation plan that I saw. All right? So, you know what he did? He dared me. So I had a dream, right? But I was afraid. I was afraid to put the things that I really want. You know why? Because I was afraid. Because my mind, as a child or kid, I had wild dreams. Crazy. I want this, I want that. You look at children, they will just want everything, right or not? But as we become adults, we said now we live in the reality world, so we shrunk everything to whatever we think we can afford. We think we can afford. But all of you know, QNET is a business, it's a company, right, guys? Unlimited. Today, many people say, dream come true. QNET, your dream come true. I always say, QNET is where your dream actually comes true. But one step very important that you need to have within is to be daring. And the word dare, D-A-R-E, meaning daring, right or not? So, do you dare to do that? Do you dare to achieve your dream? Do you dare to dream? All that came until I was not daring enough, all right? Or being like how Chief, being a warrior, right or not? I was nowhere. And I realized I'm not going to get it unless I dare to face it. So this word dare, it's a big word, guys. All right? If I look back at it and I said to myself, all right, come on, what if you fail? The afraid, So now, there, what do you need? You need to have belief first. If you don't have belief, everything collapses. So I will say this word dare, right? A lot of things are inside of it. All right? One, self-belief. Believe in yourself, believe in others, believe the things around you. All right? Are you convinced or not? Are you convinced in the business, that the business you are doing, are you convinced? Okay, so another thing is conviction. Do you have the conviction? So if you put all this together, right or not, let me take you back on the examples we see around the world. For example, like the first person who climbed Mount Everest, Sir Hillary, right or not? Now, He dreamed. He said, I want to climb the highest mountain in the world. All right? That is his dream, right or not? But he had to have guts. G-U-T-S, guts. That means, I am going to do it. How is that? How did he instill that in him? That is the question, right or not? How did he process it? So guys, all right, my family members here, right? What is important, right? We have seen many, many examples. We brought many people on Beacon stage, all right? And Chief always say, from a nobody to somebody. But we brought many people, many examples on the stage. And you hear their stories. You hear your upline stories. Many of your uplines were nobodies before this. And I know many of them. All right? And they did it. I don't want to go far. I want to talk about one man. That is Dato Sri Vijayeshwaran, our grand upline. Now, what inspired me was also, I was so blessed in the early days, right? I get the audience of him. I get to meet him in the early days. I think I was the owner of this company was going to come to Singapore. And I will be given the privilege to be one of them seated in the training room. And he shared his story, how he started, all right? And I believe you guys have heard it from him, all right? And who have never come to VCon, you will hear him, all right, very much. But I don't want to take away what he will share with you when he meet you another time. But literally, a man who didn't have money to put petrol in the car, and today has an empire, right or not? He's the father of all of us. Now, so it's a good example we have in our own house. That is Dato Sri. Meaning, he was daring to face the challenge. He was daring to go after his dream. So, for example, like, we will get a lot of obstacles. One thing I guarantee you in this business, obstacles, challenges are given. It's part of the package. Part of the package that challenges will come to you, obstacles will come to you. Humps, bumps you go through. A lot of humps, you slow down, you climb the hump, and you carry on. No business will just take you like this. The idea is from here to there, correct or not? But it doesn't happen in reality. All right? If it happened to one person out of millions, 100 million, maybe one fella will get it. Now, why wait that you're going to be the 1%? So, as long as you prepare your mindset that in this journey, okay, this is my dreams, these are my dreams. I have a team that I am with, I belong to. There's so many teams out there, all right? I belong to this team. This team have a system. What I have to do, be a good student and follow the system. Because this upline of yours, the leaders of yours who created this system, all right, have walked the journey, have walked the talk. So it's a proven thing, all right? So if you see, your upline, his or her experience that they have and whatever they have achieved, right? Not by fluke. They did the work. But one thing they were very daring. They took the challenge. All right? So, you look at football. Football is a sport, or cricket. Okay, these two sports many people know around the world. Football or cricket, lots of them were nobodies. Messi, for example, timid size, small. And the size of this guy, and you have the bulk defenders so huge, how he will survive? He will die. He will get just thrown. But still, he excelled. Well, his technique changed. Whatever has changed, but one thing he had in him was he had guts. He was daring. So that's something. So for example now, I want to go to this point that how do you make yourself dare to things, dare to face challenges. It's belief. You need belief. If there is no belief, you will not achieve anything. All right? So I look at it, I look back at my whole journey in the last 24 years, right or not? Every step was at one time very easy. I used to show the plan, I get sign-ups very easily. I tell you, to be very frank, my first week in the business, I had more than 30,000 BV. That means 30 people, believe me, and not people, 10 people joined with 3 accounts. That means 3,000 BV within my first week. I said, wow, this business is so easy. But then I came to a junction, not all of them are able to do what I did, correct or not? Now I came to a stumbling block because they faced the challenge of getting that amount of signups. So what happened? If their stumbling block is that, it becomes mine as well, right or not? As an upline. So what happened then? I said, wow, this is difficult. I thought it was easy because I did it in the beginning, but as I go, my downlines are facing the challenge. How do I encourage them? So again, I have to build the guts and say, guys, we can do it. Of course, the system is the 8 basic building block. What do? Block number 7, counsel with your upline, your leader. I went back. I say, we are facing this challenge. So what I'm trying to say, every challenge comes to you, face it, embrace it. You will come or you will overcome it. If you avoid it, you fail. Guarantee is a fail. Are you with me or not? So you lose the person, you lose yourself, you lose your team, you lose everything. So you yourself must be very, very focused what you want. Like I said, belief, right or not? And you need to have confidence. Confidence is another important thing, all right? But I think another very important thing is called conviction. You must be convinced, what you are doing. That is something very, very clear. So you must be convinced that you're going to meet your dream. You must be convinced in what you are doing. You may be convinced that I am able to do this. See, convince or conviction. For example, you show a plan. You show the plan, right? What do you want to do at the end? After showing the plan, you want to close. C-L-O-S-E, the person. So C-L-O-S-E, right? Close the person. Now, if I take the word C, the first alphabet of close, C stands for conviction. That means when I show the point or the plan to the point that it's with conviction, the person will sign up. But if I don't have conviction, I don't have belief in myself or belief in what I do, what happened? I remove the C from the whole close word. So C-L-O-S-E, I don't have conviction, I remove the C, L-O-S-E, I lose the person. So what happened? You lose, you finish, game over. So conviction, right or not? So all this put together, there. So I always say, you must dream. Dream, put it there. There. And the next point is what? Dream, dare, do. What is do? That means you do it now. Chief always talk, Nike's slogan, do it now, right? So do it. So first have the guts, a warrior mentality, and go after it. Otherwise, cannot. So now, do the work. You must be ready to burn the midnight oil. You must be ready to go the extra mile. You must be ready to give everything you have. Because remember, in this business, you don't want to work for 30 years because it's not a job, right? In employment, you work 30 years, 40 years. Then you get paid slowly until you retire. Here, you want to work for the X amount of years. The 5 years, the 10 years, the 15 years, but enjoy for the next 30 years. So what do? You do not work 8 hours or 7 hours simply like employees, right or not? You give everything you have. I remember the early days when I joined this business, all right, I was employed. I was working in an organization, all right? And I used to work anywhere about 10 to 14 hours a day. Minimum 10 is definitely. So I leave in the morning, by the time I come back, sunset, dark. I go home and then next day, same thing, all right? So when I was presented this business plan, and my biggest concern was, when will I have time to do this? Because my working time was so long, all right? I had so much to do. But then it's your problem, lah. That's why you need this business, because you don't have time, right or not? So what I did, I told myself, well, you have to eat, right, every day. You have to have a lunch break. You have to have a dinner break or whatever. So what happened? On my lunch break, I used to, either the days I don't have anybody see, I used to make my invitation. I made my invitation, but on other lunch, like tomorrow, for example, every lunch from there onwards, I had a presentation. I had a plan to show. I had a plan to show. So my lunchtime was planned. Then I used to finish work 10 p.m. What happened? I started finishing my work earlier. By 8:39, I dismissed myself. Then helped my downlines for their plans. And by time midnight, sit down, what Chief will call it, the teh tarik session, we call it in Malaysia or Singapore at that time, meaning finished all the training, all the presentation, your downline all come back, and then we sit down and talk about the day. So that meetings with the Power Association, for example, right or not? So we a lot of discussion. Then by the time I reach home, 2 a.m., 6 o'clock wake up, 7 o'clock, go back to work. So I did that every day without stop. I did that. I paid the price. Because I say, want to meet this amount of dreams. My dreams were very, very, very expensive. A lot of money needed. So I look at the compensation plan. That means how many steps or how many cycles I had to do to achieve this dream 1, dream 2, dream 3. That means what? I need to put the hours. Now I only have limited hours a day. All of us, 24 hours. I had to work 10 hours. So how did I find time? I found time. I made it. Because why? It's my dream. Nobody's going to achieve for me. So I have to make the decision. I have to make decision, my sacrifices to hit it. If I sat down and cried and said, oh yeah, sorry, upline, I cannot do this because I don't have time, then what happens? What upline can do? The plan you have to show, your prospects. So that was the toughest thing, right or not? So I told myself, well, if I want to make this, or to make it into the business, I have to do it. I have to find the time. So I made my own schedule. So Chief spoke about rule 3, right? 15 plans a month. Guys, Chief is being very nice. In the early days, he made sure that we show a plan, 1 plan a day. That means you must show a plan a day. Whether you are helping your downline to show plan, that's not counted. Your personal plan, you must do. Your downline plan is your downline plan. That counted as his. But your own personal plan you have to do. So the pressure created, all right, that time frustrating, that time too much. But now you think about it, I needed that. We all need that. Because that's the only way we'll push ourselves. Because sky's the limit. What we can achieve as beings, right? Actually more than what we are doing. We are just doing this much. Actually we can achieve. And Dato Sri is one person who pushes us big time, all right, whoever works with him. And because he knows the potential, because he knows what he did for himself, all right, his stories, like I just shared with you, I didn't share the stories, but I heard the stories, what he did is nothing compared to what I am doing, or what I did so far, right or not? So do it. Self-pity, kill it. Because why, Nobody's going to pity you. It's your life, your destiny, all right? You decide how you want it to be. And now all these dreams, it's your dreams, what? Now when you hit this dream, you're going to give to others, is it? You want self-pity, you want other people to help you. But when the money comes, you keep it everything for yourself. Unless you said, okay, I'll give you 50% of my income. Then it's different. But you're not going to do that. When it comes to money, you keep it. But when you work, I cannot this, I cannot, you complain and all that. So just do it. So most important, my closing, I want to tell you, right or not? All right? The easiest thing in this business to be a follower, you know. Just follow whatever people say. Good. Being a student is important. All right? That means a follower. But cannot be forever. Cannot be forever. Because, you know why or not? If your upline is guiding you, mentoring you, all right, you are a follower, right or not? And you have 10 people also followers. And how about your downline? All also come into the group of followers. Now you have to come and become a leader. So you cannot, so be daring. Just be daring to be a leader. Because being a leader is not easy. You ask the leaders out there. You as a leader, you know it's not easy, right? A leader's life can be very lonely, you know, because who you want to complain? You only can complain to yourself. Remember what they said? Bad news, up. Good news, down. Now, if you are the upline, so much bad news coming to you. Can you take it or not? So, the faster you dare yourself to be a leader, the faster you can achieve your goals. What we do is we take our time. So, dream is there, dare, and do. All right? It's so simple words, dream, dare, do. But if you sit down and analyze, all right, and focus on it, it will take some time, or mind-boggling as well. All right? Am I made for this? Am I solid or not? That is the issue. So if I look at all the success stories around the world, not only in our industry, of individuals out there, all right, what they had a dream, they dare on their dreams. And what they did it. Do. Just do it. So guys, 2024 is here, 4 days. Next thing you know, we'll be discussing, it's already 10 months gone. Because today, time passes so fast. Time doesn't wait for you, all right? So give 100% of whatever you do, right or not? Don't give less than 100%. Because less than 100%, if you give 80%, your downline will give 60%. And that guy's downline will give 40%, and then your network collapses. So you have to live to the highest benchmark. And that's what my uplines did. At the highest benchmark, I have no choice to come here. I was forced and pushed to come here. But if I compromise on the effort I put, or commitment, I'll say, everybody will now slacken as well. So it is monkey see, monkey do business. We always talk about it, right or not? So if you are a fierce leader, you are a daring leader, a warrior mindset leader, your people also will have that. Because they see you, they want to become you. All right? And now, if you don't do things accordingly, don't do things fast enough, all right? Tomorrow, your people also will say, tomorrow. So, it's duplication, block number 8. This duplication of block number 8, it's everything. So once, see, this is you, right or not? And you eventually become a leader. Now, do you know how many eyes watching you? How many people watching? Some idolize, I want to be like him. If you're a good leader, the guy say, I want to be like him. If you're a weak leader, but you're a leader, you're so-called leader. So guys, very important. Do justice to yourself. Be the best you can. Do not compromise. You only have one life, and this life you have to make it right. There is no, maybe next life. What? No, next life, no guarantee. There's nothing as that. So do it now. what I'm saying. Just do it now. So see this rise again. We have to sing this mantra again and again and always. No choice. All right. So I guess what we need is that we must make sure, all right, that 2024 counts. And in the whole, in the V, I will say, like how just now VP Kalai brought me up and shared that, we have so many things planned. All right. We have VCon is coming, 2 VCons planned, a lot of regional conferences, VLCs and all that. All right. Why this training? Why are this training set? And the training by your team as well. You have your own leadership camp or your team. Why does your upline do this? Because it's to build guts in you, build confidence. Every training you attend instills confidence. That means that upgrades your confidence level, next level, next level, next level, next level. So guys, all I want to say is, all right, I'm very grateful that, you guys are online and we get so much feedback that very good, this training, this 3 days, today is day 3. Can you imagine? I just thought about it. Today is day 1, actually it's day 3 already. So fast time pass. All right? And so this is a good kickstart. And how Chief spoke about sense of urgency earlier. All right? In the 7 days, what you need to do. All that. But have the gut. Have the warrior in you. No, it's here. He has to be here. And then you can get it. Otherwise, you cannot. All right, guys? So I wish you an amazing year ahead. All the best. All right? And don't waste it. Don't waste it. Because I remember many years back when I joined this business, I was told, this type of opportunity don't come always. Don't let go. Grab it. So I'm very, very happy, proud of myself in that way that I grabbed it. I never let it go. But I did the work. And a lot of work still to be done. Because you know why? It impacts the thousands of people you brought or you're going to bring. All right, guys? So, raise again. And 2024 is going to be our year, your year. I love you. Take care and back to you, VP Kalai. Thank you very much.
Thank you, number one. Thank you, number one. Now I understand, number one. You have been trained from day one. Now I work with Chief at every event, VCon and ISB. And number one is always there. Whatever Chief says to him, I want that, I want this, I need this to be done. The only thing number one has said, okay, Chief, I'll get it done. I respect that. Now I understand from the day you worked, you were trained to work hard. And from day one, Chief trained you to just do it. Okay? Thank you so much, number one, for showing us that hard work is what we need. We need to believe, dare, and do. And without that conviction, now nothing else is going to work. Now, before I tell you, it's a great experience, Chief, for me. So to take you to the finale, okay? To prepare us to go out and to make sure this year is the best. Chief.
Good morning. I told Kalai, you got to speak longer. I was outside handling something and I came and surprised her. Guys, you heard from the great one, Japadas Bismarck, from my right-hand man, all right, Dave Joel, number one. And now we are coming to the closing of the Rise Again 3-day live broadcast around the world. And I was looking at all the photographs the business development boys and girls around the world were posting. All of them are watching me. I love you guys. Thank you for what you guys do every single day. Happy New Year. And I was watching all the photographs and I saw people with their families, with their kids. Yesterday I got a video of a little kid, so cute, and he was getting ready to watch us live on Rise Again. And that's when I realized something I forgot to tell you. Okay? The beauty of this business is as you're on the journey and you start to grow and you see success, a lot of people think you only become richer financially, you become a better entrepreneur. But I disagree. There's much more to that. If you actually grow and learn and become the best version of yourself, you end up becoming a better father, a better mother, a better husband, a better wife, daughter, son, all right, upline, downline. Because Dato Sri Vijay says you cannot separate growth in different areas. If you become a great leader, that's only possible when you become a better person. So your growth not only impacts your growth in this business, but it impacts every other element of your life. That's the beauty of the V. That's the beauty of our founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. And the level of focus they have given the last 25 years to raise others. Are you guys with me? So remember, you're not only here to succeed alone. The beauty about our business, it is impossible to succeed alone. You only can succeed if you help others succeed. When I told you on day one that I'm an ambassador of network marketing, I am a firm believer of this form of entrepreneurship for the rest of my life, is because of this reason. This is the only business where you cannot succeed alone. The only way to succeed is by helping others succeed. You want a $500 commission this week, you help one person on your left make $250. You help another person on your right make $250, you make $500. You help a few people make $2,000 on this side, you help a few people make $2,000 there, you go up to $10,000. You help one or two people on your left and right earn up to $5,000 to $10,000 US dollars. All right, you reach your max out commission. Are you guys with me? There is no other concept of business that promotes the need or the necessity of raising other people to help you rise. And that's why I believe that this industry has lasted for 150 years. It will last another 150 years. My only wish is that governments, media, and everyone else finally embraces and understands the power of network marketing, the positive impact it can have on community, on the youth, providing an opportunity for people who may never have an opportunity. All right, to raise positive value system, to instill positive value system in the youth, in people, and bringing people together with a vision that I believe is powerful, all right, to improve the environment, improve the economic standing of a community. Because think about it, if you live in a village and you max out, you are definitely going to impact that village positively. The way we are built by Dato Sri, you're going to pay it forward. You're going to make a difference. So you belong to a fantastic industry. You belong to a great company that talks about people more than anything else. And yesterday I spoke about Rule 3. I don't know whether Adrian is ready to play my music video. Okay. So many years ago, in 2007, I think, all right, I came up with this crazy idea of making a music video. All right, now the tune sounds familiar, but forgive me, I'm not a musician. I'm just a guy who has some interesting ideas. So I convinced the V partners back then, the 10 of us, including Dato Sri Vijay and Japa. And you will see a very different Arun George, and I'm proud that he has transformed into the Arun George today. So don't judge him, that was the past. Arun, you're watching, I had no choice but to play this video. It's too good for the people not to see, and it'll be posted on my Insta after this. Here, we made a song called Rule 3. So now you can play this song for everyone to remind them about Rule 3. So are we ready for the song? All right, now please watch your screen. The greatest music video ever made in V history. Rule 3. Check outside.
Yeah. Don't stress, just put it to the test. Leave the rest, cause you're riding with the best. This right here is proven for success. So rule 3, the V suggests. It's really simple, break it down to 3 sections. Always keep your head up and follow the system. Empty your cup, edification, hard work, determination, dedication, and you gotta be patient. Financial freedom will be your occupation. Get ready to embark this journey. Embrace yourself and have no worries. Reach out high, the sky's the limit, but you must stick to the rules. So are you doing it? Live your dreams, the plans to action. Defeat your success, our passion. Objections to get so subjective. Just accept it and think of the objective. It's an opportunity some don't see. It's reality. Wake up and smell the coffee. Nothing comes free. Persistence and consistency is needed to succeed. So proceed. Never quit. Never give excuses. Discipline is for winners, not losers. The beauty of it is that it can be done anytime, anywhere, by anyone and everyone. And then it gets into a chain reaction. Look in the mirror now and make a decision. So there you go, have it, the recipe. It's time to take over the industry. Change begins, we are one, believe. You got it from Chief, come on, so let's achieve.
A new life, big dreams, all looking pretty. Nothing in the world that can compare. Put your hands in the air, everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. So just to rule 3. Concrete system where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now just to rule 3. System will make you feel brand new. Your dreams must inspire you. Let's hear it for rule 3, rule 3, rule 3.
Unbelievable. That was the greatest music video in the history of music, guys. Did you see that? All right, did you see that even though it was 16 years ago, all right, your chief is still sexy, all right? Arun George lost a tremendous amount of weight. And there's one person, for some reason, we got to find his secret of youth. Utley looks the same, all right? And that was a music video we made to launch and promote the campaign of Rule 3. So it's going to be on my Insta tonight, the music video, so you can watch it and laugh. All right, guys? But I just want you to know that this business is also fun. Okay? And I want to share this part of you. As much as the last 3 days, I have been talking about stuff you need to do, the seriousness of entrepreneurship and everything else, the 25-year journey has also been the most fun. all right? We have traveled the world. I've been to Iceland, I've been to Ethiopia, I've spoken on so many stages with Japa, Dato Sri, Adli, Arun, Sati, David, Donna, TG in the early days, all right? I still remember the Rule 3, we did a world tour. We covered like 30 cities in about 45, 50 days. The biggest, most comprehensive world tour ever done. And I was just telling Dave Joel that this year we should do a world tour. Maybe not the whole world, but region by region by region. All right? And you have an organization to support you. The videos, the events, all right? So many things that is there to help you. Because in most journeys of entrepreneurship, people are very much alone, all right? And I respect people who succeed in a traditional business because you are alone, all right? The late nights, everything, you don't have support. But in network marketing, we corrected that. So what network marketing has done, it has just created a system to improve your chances of success, all right, by providing a strong support system. And in your case, it's your immediate upline. It's the group you belong to, because we have so many groups around the world that has duplicated our original system. And ultimately, your fallback is back to the V. The V is the ultimate upline, led by Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. All right? And the V is there to make sure that your journey, you're well equipped. Now, we cannot do the journey for you. Do you understand? Nobody can succeed for you. Nobody can guarantee you anything. The only thing we can do is equip you with the tools, with the right mindset, that we keep you motivated and switched on, all right? Fight by your side some of the bigger battles that you need support. And whenever you fall, just remember there's somebody there, your upline, the V, the Wednesday message, the Insta Live, the videos of Dato and Japa, to help you get up again. And just keep going, and keep going, and keep going. And like I said, if you don't quit, someday you will make it. And today, in my closing message, I want to talk about the importance of something else I instilled. So my system is very simple, okay? Everyone asked, Chief, how did you build a network from 1998? My system was very, very simple. Firstly, all right, the 8 basic building blocks. That was my key. Easy to duplicate. Somebody could hear it twice and be able at least to train at the basic level. It's the easiest training to duplicate. All right, straightforward, very straightforward. I believed in the power of association. So I used to have supper club, breakfast club. My house door was never closed. All right, people used to come in and out because once you give them a sense of family, all right, they stay. So power of association is important. And I don't condone power of association of going clubbing and this and that. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep the energy right. Okay? Number 3 is Rule 3. Number 3 is Rule 3. A consistent culture that is driven to create results. A consistent culture that practice makes a greater networker. After you do 50 presentations, you can do it blindfolded. Okay? All right? And I believe strongly in plugging myself, all right, into the system, the V system, all right, from whatever videos, from the Wednesday message, Insta Live, our events like VCon, all right, ReVCon, our leadership events like VLC, ISB, Zone. I believe that you should not reinvent the wheel. If there is a proven system that works and it has created tremendously successful people, just shut up listen, do, and follow. You understand? And I know that you also have your own events and all of this. You understand? But you need to come home to the V. Nobody can replicate and duplicate a VCon, because that's where you get to see the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. And nobody can replicate, I mean, anyone can replicate the Wednesday message, but it's not going to be me. It's going to be somebody else. You understand? So just follow the V system. It has a proven track record of over 25 years. Are you guys with me? Okay? And finally, I created a system of setting goals. Now remember this. I spoke about the dream. And don't get me wrong, the dream is still the most important element of this business. Without the dream, everything we have said the last 3 days does not make sense. Without the dream, the journey doesn't make sense. The battles don't make sense. The rejection don't make sense. The success of signing up somebody will not make sense. The dream is always the ultimate goal. Whatever you wrote down on your dream list, whatever you rewrite in your upgraded dream list as you go on this journey. And I still have a dream list today. It is partially material things. I still like nice stuff, all right? I still have some dreams to achieve in the material world. But I also have dreams of, giving Dato fulfillment of achieving his vision of touching 1 billion hearts, or making a difference in certain countries that really need, all right, the V and QNET to come in, all right, to raise more leaders. I always joked with Dato Sri Vijay and I said, Anne, when can I retire? And he always looked at me very seriously and said, bring me 1,000 Padmans. All right, so I haven't counted, but I think I'm almost there. So Anne, if you're watching, let's retire together. Don't worry, guys, we're not going anywhere. And a lot of other things I want to fulfill. I want to give back to society. All right, I want to support single mothers, because my mom was a single mother. You understand? And a lot of things I'm doing as a family with my life partner, as brothers, me, Kuna, Sati, okay? And I realize that the dream is there. And sometimes, if the dream is too far, and you only focus on that, and you realize how far the journey is, and you don't have moments of achievement in between, if you don't have moments of celebration in between, it may cause you to quit prematurely. So what I realize is, let's celebrate the dreams. But I believe that the human race, people, they want achievement, they want victory, they want recognition. Do you understand? So I came up with this concept, which is now being used all over the world, called the weekly goals. Because remember, 7 days a week. So I realized if that you set a target for the week, and if you achieve it, just by setting it and achieving it, it's going to pump you up. So it's like you start your journey in networking with a full battery on your mobile phone. You understand? Your battery is full. And as you go on this journey, naturally, your battery goes down to 80%, to 70%, to 60%, like our mobile phone. And what do? You charge it up. All right? The same way on this journey, if you're going on the journey, going on the journey, and if you achieve a target smaller, a goal, significant but smaller, it will boost you up, no matter who you are. So then I said, how do we do this? So I created a concept called TAT, whereby I get everyone, firstly, and this is the first week of January, first week of 2024, and the first week of January, I tell people to plan what they want to achieve for 52 weeks. It's not bigger, it's 52 weeks. When you really look at a year, it's not that long. I still remember 1st of January 2023. 2023 went by very fast. So you got 52 weeks, okay, 52 weeks. And you want to achieve, let's say, $100,000, or $50,000 or $1 million, whatever your total target is. All right? I want you to be ambitious, but not to a point where it's no longer realistic. So if you signed up today and you said, this year 2024, I'm going to achieve 10 million US dollars in 52 weeks. I will tell you it's not going to happen. All right? No, Chief, the dream is possible. No. It's stupidity if you sign up in January, all right, and you think in 12 months you're going to make 10 million US dollars. Do the maths. All right? But if you say I'm going to make $50,000 in my first year, all right, or $100,000, many people have done this. All right? It's ambitious enough, realistic, but higher than realistic. That means you push it, all right, so that the goal, the dream is big enough, you understand, to push you throughout the 52 weeks. And then you break it down to 52 weeks. Now, all the morons will take the total income, all right, Kala is smiling, Giri is smiling, all right, they'll take their total income, take out their calculator, Samsung or iPhone, and divide by 52. And that becomes their weekly target. Now, this is an amateuristic way of doing it. If you are starting at 0, your first week check is not going to be what you think 52 weeks divided, your goal divided by 52. Your first week will have no commission. Your second week may have no commission. Your third week could have 250. So you have to realistically sit down and counsel your working upline and plan out what you are going to achieve every week until week 52, and that total should become $100,000, for example. Taking into account Diwali, Eid, Christmas, school holidays, Kumbaya family gatherings, you understand not? And if you're smart enough as a businessman or businesswoman, you got to plan this properly. As much as I like to talk about the higher level stuff, I'm also a very passionate, fanatic planner. All right, I'm obsessive compulsive disorder. Everything in my life must be sorted out, because with a proper plan, you know what to do. You understand? You cannot run into networking blind, just with passion. All right, you need the passion, but your passion needs to be a little bit organized, or not, you're not going to succeed. You need the Rule 3 system put into your life. You need the training, the attendance, the system, everything. You got to plan it. And then you got to plan what you want to achieve that week. All right? So let's say your goal is $500 US or 2,000 or 10,000, whichever it is. And you have that target. Now, a target that only you know is completely useless. Because if you fail or you succeed, it's within yourself. And we are the greatest creatures of rationalization. You understand? That means the minute you don't achieve your target, oh, I knew it. I knew I couldn't achieve it because Wednesday my cat had diarrhea. And Divya will say, I had to clean the diarrhea and look after my little cat, Mr. Jones, you understand or not? And then Giri will say, I knew I couldn't achieve it, Chief. Why, Apu? Abu, Chief, my cousin, Chief. We grew up together. His wedding. All right? And the problem with Indian weddings, all right, the real ceremony is 30 minutes. Right? They created 7 other unnecessary ceremonies just for an excuse to party. Are you guys with me now? So when Giri says I have to attend a wedding, in his world it's 14 days. So he rationalizes not hitting his target. Then some people will rationalize, cannot lah, how to hit this week. You saw the article yesterday in the newspaper? All right? Of course I won't hit lah. So the self-rationalization is your greatest enemy. That's how people become alcoholics. That's how people remain broke. They self-rationalize. So what I realized was, you got to inform somebody of your goal. The louder you speak of your dream, the more passionate you will be to achieve it. You understand? The more people that know what you're aiming for will apply positive pressure on you to stay switched on and working. You understand? So I told Dato Sri Vijay, I'm going to send you my TAT. He said, for what? Right? I want you to know whether I failed or succeeded every week of my journey. And I've done that consistently now for over 20 years. Even today, I send him a different TAT, the global TAT. So all of you, if I miss my TAT with Dato Sri Vijay, it's your fault because you are not focused on your goals and your targets. You understand? And Dato Sri Vijay is the kind of upline who will call you on Saturday morning and re-engineer the definition of pain in your life when you don't hit your target. You understand? So, you have a TAT. You send it to your upline, like you send it to Giri. Dear upline, this week my target is 500. Alright? Then on Friday midnight, don't wait until Saturday afternoon. Don't wait until next Monday. Have a sense of urgency. Friday 12 o'clock, you know whether you hit 500 or not. And let's say you didn't hit 500, you hit 250. Then you send a message to Giri, target 500, achieve 250, and target for the following, the next week, 500 again. And if you can do this consistently, I'm telling you, all right, you have earned my respect. And you will be one of the greatest networkers we ever had. And to all of you watching who are on TAT program with me, even some people in the room, TAT program with me, all right? I've been sending a lot of messages out last 1 week, okay? Even you struggle to be consistent. Because if you cannot send a message once a week to your upline, consistently for 52 times a year, how are you going to be consistent with anything else in network marketing or anything in life? I'm not asking you to send me a message every day. I'm saying send me a message once a week for 52 times. So create weekly goals, weekly targets. Now the uplines, when you receive it, they don't achieve. Don't say idiot, moron, doesn't work. Find out why. Empower. Push. With trespass, but push. Dato Sri Vijay pushes me hard. But he has trespass with me. Okay, he's my brother. You understand? But not all your downlines are your brothers and sisters. So don't push. You might lose them too soon. Alright? Communicate. Okay? Build the trespass. Push. Guide. Support. Go down on the ground and be with them. Alright? Then they will rise and rise and rise and rise. Are you guys with me or not? So the setting of the weekly goals for a new guy, you don't only have to set the target of a commission. You can set a TAT of presentation, like 4 a week. You can set a presentation of direct referrals. Maybe you want to achieve 2 direct referrals this week, but you may not qualify for a commission yet. So a TAT for more matured leaders who have been around, more matured networkers who have been around for a few months can be commission based. But at the beginning of your TAT can also be activity based. Do you understand? So when you first start, your TAT can be presentation, direct referrals. It can be so many things that can be translated into a TAT. I'm just talking about commission for simplicity's sake. Are you guys with me now? So T, target, achieved, and target for the next week. The next week, target of the week before, achieve, target. It's so simple, 3 lines. Alright? And some people can add how many events you attended, how many of your downlines attended the system. Alright? You can also add how many people achieving checks in your downline. And now you should add how many downlines who are doing Rule 3. Alright, and completed 4 or 3 presentations that week. Are you guys with me now? And Rule 3 is very simple. You just put 1/15. Next week, 3/15. You know, that means you're getting closer to 15. Actually, you should. Since we launched Rule 3, announcement. Since we launched Rule 3, in all your TATs with me also. Besides your weekly commission, I want you to add your Rule 3 TAT. You just put stroke 15 and how many you have finished. All right, and I will know by 4 weeks it should be 15 over 15. Are you guys with me? So having weekly targets, I realize in the last 25 years, has helped sustain the mojo, the motivation of people. I have seen people celebrate their target achieved more than anything in their life. And those of you all who are doing rank advancement, you can also put gold, sapphire, platinum, diamond, blue diamond in the TAT. Are you guys with me? So the concept of TAT is to have a very focused 7 days with a crystal clear goal. And the accumulation of these goals being achieved ultimately in a matter of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years takes you to that ultimate dream that you have. All right? And in between achieving these weekly TATs, many of your dreams were already ticked off. You understand? If you're planning to upgrade your car, buy a dream watch, or move to a larger house or apartment, you understand? There's so many things that's going to happen on your journey. And you need these weekly goals. Weekly goals keeps your organization focused. Weekly goals keeps people switched on. So remember on day 1, I told you, why do Dato Sri and Japa have me as your upline, as your chief? I'm here to keep you switched on. I'm here to stop you from prematurely quitting and regretting it. That's what I do. So if you look at my system that you are following, hopefully, from the Wednesday message, I hope all of you are pushing the Wednesday message down to your downlines. And this year, the V has promised me that translation will happen on Wednesday and not on Saturday. So you get a full translated Wednesday message for all languages on Wednesday to pump up Thursday and Friday. And then instead of holding hands and singing Kumbaya with your mother-in-law, all right, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Malaysian time, live, I get on Instagram. Now, if you are not following me on Instagram, I'm very sad. Because you all say you love me. All you follow me on Instagram, okay? But look for Patman Senatiraja verified with the blue tick. Because I just checked this now, there's like 4 Patman Senatirajas. You understand? So look for the official Patman Senatiraja with the blue tick, which means I am verified by Mark Zuckerberg himself. You understand? All right? And then follow, because there's a lot of information, a lot of videos, a lot of fun stuff on my Insta. You understand? And the Insta live, after I finish my live session, I put it on the grid. Is it the grid? I feel old. I put it on the grid, so it's always there. You can watch last Sunday. And my Sunday Insta live, I don't know what I talk about. I talk about life, Kalai. I talk about what I feel. All right? My sons make special appearances. All right? That day we had a blackout, and we still did an Insta live. Kalai is always there. Okay? So come on the Insta, 8 p.m. Sunday. If I can give up 30 minutes on Sunday for you, you should invest 30 minutes on Sunday for yourself. Are you guys with me? A lot of things are happening this year. Firstly, I'm proud to announce that we are bringing VCon to Africa. All right, we are bringing VCon to Africa in the month of March. What dates, Dave? To the 2nd of March to the 5th of March. VCon Africa is happening in the unbelievable country of Nigeria. From the 2nd to 5th of March, there are limited seats because of the venue, I believe. All right, so please get your tickets now. You can get it from the V shop. Just go to the V website, www.the-v.net, and you can go to VShop and buy your confirmed participation ticket at V Africa, and you will be blessed. I can't announce all the speakers, but you'll be blessed to see some of the most unbelievable V partners, speakers, and potentially a founder, all right, there on your stage in Nigeria. Are you guys with me or not? Okay, so V Africa is happening, okay, and I'm wrapping up early today because a lot of things have been said. I don't think they want to hear me much, Adrian. You can go home early. We have V Africa, okay, happening on 2nd to the 5th of March. Now, let me talk about VCon. Why do you need to come to VCon? Everyone asked this question. And last time, I used to tell people it's a choice. Hey, can you make it? Can you not? Today, I don't. I tell people it is a necessity. Because I realize that every successful networker that we have in our network, every max out king, every max out queen, every diamond, every blue diamond, every platinum, every one of them, when I spoke to them, or when Irish will interview them on a series for Insta or whatever, they all give the same answer. They all say that they got their click, they woke up, they got their click, they woke up at VCon. That means they say that at VCon was the day they truly started their journey and they truly understood the power of QNET, the V, network marketing. So everyone, not a single person. I am a product. Well, I never attended a VCon. I attended for a few hours, then I became in service. But everyone, all your uplines, the moment they started to see serious results and success on their journey was right after they attended a VCon. Now you might be thinking, well, Chief, VCon is an event. No, it's not. VCon is a culmination of so many elements, all right, including the speakers, including sitting amongst the crowd, especially that journey of yours, all right, traveling from wherever you are to the VCon. And I'm telling you, the further you travel, the greater sacrifice you make to come to VCon. If you have to sell your TV, your bicycle, your motorbike, or your mother-in-law to come to VCon, all right, and you take a far, far, far journey to land in Malaysia or Nigeria or Dubai or Morocco for VCon, and then, right, that value of that VCon exponentially grows. I was just telling the Kalai, if I was in Malaysia, I won't attend VCon Malaysia. I will fly to Nigeria to attend VCon. Because if Giri has to drive 2 hours to Penang for VCon, conveniently, he may not get the most out of it. But if he has to transit 3 aeroplanes, land in an unknown country, find his way to the venue, stay in a hotel, you understand? The value just exponentially grows up. And VCon, by the V, today is not only the greatest event in our community, QNET in the V, it is the most respected network marketing gathering in the whole industry. So I'll tell you a story that I told in the last VCon. I don't mingle with people in the network marketing community. All right, I'm just here in the V, loyal to Dato Sri, bus, enough for me. But one day, somebody, I think JR, said, you know, Patman, there's a mega MLM expert, network marketing expert from the United States of America coming to our VCon. 35 years experience. Grand, master, mega, super, master, Sifu. You understand? So I said, okay. And I'm just Patnan Senatiraja, your chief, nobody else, okay? And I'm standing there, and this guy comes to me, stand next to me. Oh, so this is the event? I said, yes. And who are you? Nobody. You understand that? I'm just a nobody. I'm here to serve the two great men sitting there, Japa and Datusri. He could see Japa and Datusri sitting there. He thought I was a staff or in service or something. And then he said, I've seen many events. I said, okay. So I went up on stage on the first night, Giri, right, to talk about VCon and the founders. The crowd went berserk. All right, the music, Adrian, the lights, the sound, all right, the crowd was big, and I saw the guy standing there, his mouth was open, his tongue fell down and rolled out, so Datuk could walk on stage using his tongue, you understand or not? All right, and then after that, I came down and I walked up to him, I said, bro, are you okay? And he looked at me and said, unbelievable. I have never in 35 years seen anything like this before. And that was the moment I understood the magic of our VCon. Because our VCon is not a network marketing event, right? It's a family reunion. It's coming back home to recharge, to hear great stories from great people, to meet our parents, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, to connect with the source of rhythm, service above self, changing lives, making a difference. You understand? All right? And that magic cannot be duplicated anywhere else. Because VCon is built on one simple philosophy of love. All right? Dato Sri's love for us, our love for him, our love for each other, our love for changing lives, our love for rhythm. And a lot of people don't know this, that Japa and Dato Sri Vijay started Rhythm Foundation even before the company was started. And whenever a product is purchased by you, sold by you, a percentage of that sale goes directly to Rhythm Foundation. That means when you do a presentation, you're not only helping yourself earn a check. Every sale you close, a certain percentage goes back to Rhythm Foundation to build schools, all right, to provide clean energy, to provide education for underprivileged children, to empower women in countries that need it, all right, to make an impact on the environment. Look at the connections, guys. You understand? Now the only thing we need to achieve, and I'm working on it, is to start our own freaking country. You understand or not? All right? Dato Sri Vijay is the president, vice president of Japa. I just want Ministry of Happiness. I'll be in charge of Ministry of Happiness. We'll make David Minister of Justice. All right? You understand? Okay? And Sati Sports and Entertainment. You understand? So he'll teach everyone to play pool like he said yesterday. And we must create a country, because I believe if we did, it would be a fantastic place to live. It'd be a place of positivity, energy, dreamers, you understand? Economic empowerment, all right? Everyone will be a millionaire and everything will be for free. Are you guys with me or not? All right? But that's going to take some time. If you guys buck up, if you guys do Rule 3, if you guys do your TAT, we're going to get there, guys. So we, Africa, Nigeria, you are the lucky country to host, after a long time, Dave, a VCon in Africa. 2nd to 5th of March. Okay, in a few, 45 days, something like that. All right, the great ones will be in your country, Nigeria. And, all right, in May, okay, we are, no, before that, I'll say that at the end. All right, I've got a surprise for you guys. Now, firstly, let me do a quick recap. Day 1, keep it simple. 8 basic building blocks. All right, keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. This business is 99% your attitude, your mindset, the power of your dream, the fact that you don't give up even when the going gets tough. Let's get tougher when the going gets tough. Remember that consistency is the key. And rule 3 is something you must implement as a culture in your organization. All right? Today I spoke about sense of urgency. Sense of urgency. Okay? The sense of urgency that you need in that 7 days is all you need. If you can create that sense of urgency in yourself and duplicate it to your people, all right, you will see miracles happen on your journey. There will be tough times on this journey. There will be newspaper articles. There will be harassment. There will be jealousy from our competitors. There will be families that don't believe you. Downlines who quit. All right? Prospects that you dream of converting into an IR who say no. Okay? Not hitting your target for a few weeks, maybe not seeing results for as long as 1 or 2 years. Like Tobeng didn't see results for what, 5 years, right? 4 or 5 years. Tobeng didn't see 4 or 5 years results, but he didn't quit. And after that, boom, max out king of Indonesia, all right? And all you have to know that these things won't stop, right? Life, somebody told me this, life will not be worth living if not for the good things and the tough things. And my favorite quote, David Sharma, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. So these things will keep happening, guys. All right? All throughout your journey. Even when you are max out king, there's new set of challenges. Are you guys with me? But as long as your dream is bigger than all this bull sugar, as long as you recognize the fact that it's part and parcel of the journey, that is not only happening to you, it has happened to all of us, and we are still here as living proof that if you just don't quit, you will make it. And ultimately, if you break down your journey to a weekly target and commit to it and announce it, all right, and embrace the failure and celebrate the success, it's okay. You're going to make it. Are you guys with me? And VCon, all right, okay, VCon Africa, I can't wait, all right, it's going to be an unbelievable event. And now, as I promised you at the early part of the evening, I love doing this. We have a gift for you, all right, from my favorite network marketing company, QNET. So I was speaking to the CEO of QNET, Amril, my good friend, and I said, Amril, come on, Amril. I've been here for 3 days, until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, all right? I go home, I can't sleep, too excited. Okay, 8 o'clock in the morning, I go to sleep. 8:30, my son comes in and says, Papa, wake up! All right? And I'm here. So Amril said, what do you want? I said, I want to give something to the whole world, to the thousands of you who are watching us. All right? Something at the closing of this event. So today is Friday. All right? Week 1. This is Friday already in Malaysia. And Thursday in most countries around the world, okay? So this is Friday. Now, every time QNET gives something, they will give it on the start of a new week, which is Saturday. I said, no! I want it on Friday. Because after this event, this Friday should be the greatest Friday in QNET history, guys. I want you to sign up your mother-in-law, and if it's not enough, get married again, get another mother-in-law and sign up that mother-in-law. You understand or not? I don't care what you have to do. But this Friday, guys, make my TAT look good with Dato Sri Vijay. La. Come on. La. All right? I want this Friday to be a record-breaking Friday. I want you to go berserk, go crazy. Sign up everyone. Everyone. Hot zone. All right? Okay, drive to their house. If they climb a tree to escape you, climb the tree with them. You can still do the presentation on the leaf. Are you guys with me or not? So from this Friday, which is the 4th. No, 5th. From 5th January, that means 12:01, 5th. Now it's 1:30. It started at 12:01. All the way to next Friday, which is January 12th, midnight. That's usually 7 days. This is 8 days. 8 days. Are you ready? 8 days, huh? We are doing the Rise Again promo. Bonanza. Blitz. Is a gift. And all you have to do, minimum, huh? All you have to do is find 2. The basic block of starting your journey. Finding 2 direct referrals. QNET is giving extra money. Whatever you earn, your commission, whatever you don't earn, you haven't earned, but if you find 2, you will be paid, okay? So if you find 2 direct referrals who purchase 1,000 BV product, 1,000 BV product, one on the left, one on the right, or 2 on the same side, doesn't matter, one left, one on the right, 1,000 up to 3,000, okay? Up 1,000 to 2,999 BV. You find 2, you will get $40 as a bonus. Now don't look at me and say, 40? Guys, usually you don't get anything. Now we are giving you $40, all right, as an additional bonus on top of everything you earn from the comp plan. All right, so even if that 2 directs qualifies you for 225, now you get 265 for that week lah. All right, so you find 2,000 BV to 2,999 BV, you will get $40. Now if you are promoting 3,000 BV, so 3,000 BV to 4,999, all right, and you find 2 from now until next Friday midnight, that means this Friday now already until next Friday midnight, you will get a bonus of $150. Oh my God. Okay, and now for the big boys and the big girls, all right, if you are promoting 5,000 BV and above, and you find 2, 5,000 BV and above, both, all right, from now until next Friday midnight, you will get a bonus of $250, equivalent to 1 step of a gold rank. Unbelievable, guys. All you have to do is find 2. Now look at me. This is a gift, a New Year gift from Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. All right? And the timing is perfect because after the Rise Again event, if you are not on fire, if you are not as crazy as I'm feeling right now, ready to go, all right, there's something wrong with you. This is the time. And I didn't want to wait until Saturday. I told Amril, I want the promo to start now. So the promo is on Friday 12:01. The promo is on now. Whoever you sign up from now until next Friday midnight Hong Kong Standard Time, as long as you find 2, all right, you either get a $40 bonus, a $150 bonus, or a $250 bonus. So get ready to go crazy. So from now until next Friday, even today, for my TAT, sign up everyone on your KIV list. You know how to present. You know how to follow through. You know how to handle objections. no matter where you are, prove to me that I invested 12 hours, all right, here in Malaysia with a great bunch of people, all right, Jonathan and Mike's team, everyone behind the camera, I love you, thank you. All the amazing boys and girls from the V Corporate family, thank you so much, all right, and Kalai, Dave, David, Sati, Japa, Donna, all right, who came up and shared their wisdom. Okay, Giri, Devaraj is here, Suresh Perumal, the members of the core to support us, and the blessing and guidance from Japa and Dato Sri Vijay made this possible. So we invested, all right? I gave you 200%. I haven't slept for days, all right? But this is how Dato Sri Vijay built us. Serve above self. So I don't want anything from you. All right? You don't need to buy me anything. I can buy anything I want. I want you to succeed. I want you to help me prove to the world that any woman, any man, all right, who has a dream big enough can succeed with this powerful vehicle of QNET in one of the greatest industries of our time, network marketing. I don't care who you are. Educated, not educated, you are broke, it doesn't matter. When I started, my life savings was $20 US. All right? So many of them here borrowed, begged, all right, to be able to buy their first product to start their journey. It doesn't matter whether you are living in the smallest village in India, the biggest city in Europe, the smallest town in Africa, or Indonesia, Malaysia, doesn't matter. If you look at all our success stories, they have come from every walk of life. This is a great time for you. 2024 is the new beginning of the next 25 years era of QNET. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't waste this opportunity. All right? You have one life. And this is your chance, guys. As high as you want to rise, all right, this opportunity is limitless. You can grow, you can earn, you can impact your family's lifestyle, you can give back to your parents, you can help people all over the world. Don't waste this. Take the energy, take the passion, take the knowledge, take the realization that you have achieved over the last 3 days and put it back into what you're supposed to do. Presentación, presentación, presentación. Find those two. You know who they are. Take out your name list. You know the two people who are not going to say no to you today, who's not going to say no to you tomorrow. And if you do find two today, you do find two again Tuesday, you'll get the commission again. Do you understand? The bonus, I mean. All right? So you can find 6, it doesn't matter. You'll get the bonus 3 times, as long as you do it from now until next Friday midnight. To all the uplines, the V partners, the AVPs, the V councils, the V elite leaders, this year belongs to you. This year is your year to shine and rise again. Be a responsible upline. Push yourself to earn the right to push others. Lead by example. Monkey see, monkey do. You talk rule 3, you do rule 3. You talk TAT, you do TAT. You want them to be warriors, you be the greatest warriors. Because the only concept of leadership is leadership by example. Are you guys with me? I just spoke to Dato Sri Vijay, and he sends his love. He sends his New Year greetings to all of you. And he says this year we are unstoppable. He even gave us the name to our biggest event, VCon. I always ask him, Ane, what's the name for VCon? What's the theme of VCon? We were on the call. He said, unstoppable. So VCon May, what's the dates? May 12 to 16, 12 to 16 will be the biggest, greatest network marketing event of 2024 in Penang, Malaysia, 12 to 16 May. Tickets are up for sale. Seats are mega limited. As you know, it can be sold out 3 weeks, nothing, and then 1 week sold out. I've seen that happen. So all of you who are planning your life, sell everything, sell anything, achieve everything you humanly can, and make sure you come to VCon, to my We family around the world. To all of you, thank you for participating, all right, in Rise Again, our live broadcast. I want to thank you for your loyalty to Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. Thank you for believing in us, all right, for the last 25 years. I love you guys so much. It has been an unbelievable event. Kalai, can you come and join me? All right, Kalai, my sister, for 40 years, because I've known her since she's 8 years old, so I'm 48. So I've known her. All right, Kalai did a fantastic job controlling everything. This is her event. I'm just a guest. All right, behind the camera, there's some amazing people. I can't bring them all up because then you'll screw up the broadcast. Stay here, Kalai. All right. So on behalf of the V family and all of us, we would like to close the Rise Again live broadcast, reminding you of the Find 2 Bonanza that is live now until next Friday. Do it, do it, do it, do it. And we would like to close with the reveal and the announcement of the greatest event in 2024, VCon, in the month of May, Unstoppable. We love you guys. We love you guys.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched that. Good morning, bro.
Good morning. Yeah. Name, I'll just make you the name, just